𝐂𝐑𝐏𝐂𝐏. 𝐂𝐑𝐏𝐂𝐏. I'm telling you guys, 𝐂𝐑𝐏𝐿 for Street Fighter 6 DLC. We should make it happen. We need to make it happen, guys. Okay, anyway. Anyways. El Bozo. Anyways, let's get the stream started. Look at him. He's gaming. He's gaming. He's gaming, guys. You don't understand. He's gaming right now. What character? Oh, hold on. Let me pause this real quick. What fucking characters is he playing? I completely forgot. I think they say it in the description. Let's see. Who does Doug Walker main? He plays Felicia, X-23, and Wolverine. And this guy's playing Ryu, Wolverine, Dante. This guy's actually got almost the same team as I do. I do Ryu, Deadpool, Dante. But yeah. Trying to corrupt us with memes. Knuckle Pat. Do you guys think Doug can do an FADC? Can he FADC into Super? Spilled lemonade everywhere. Hold on, let me test the audio about levels again. Testy, testy. This video is a lot longer than I thought. Oh, it's almost done. Cool.
What you want to do? If you don't mind. Yeah, go ahead.
Who was the guy who had Wolverine? It was this dude, right? Damn, my boy. Oh, wait, which Wolverine won? I wasn't really paying attention. Anyways, this will probably be a shorter stream. There's not much to cover here. I just kind of felt like getting back to the swing of things with a simpler stream. Some of you might already be familiar with Nostalgia Critic. We talked about him a little bit in the 𝐂𝐏𝐿 episode. Maybe I should switch over to the main show, right? Some of you might be familiar with Nostalgia Critic. Might as well get a picture of him on the screen. It's this guy. I kind of have a funny personal history with him. My dad actually used to watch a lot of the Nostalgia Critic. Now, that being said, he used to fall asleep to Nostalgia Critic, so that's not much of a compliment, but ew, short stream. But for real, this is sort of weaving its way out of the 𝐂𝐏𝐿 episode where we talked briefly about Doug Walker. We're not going to talk about him fully Before I talk about Nostalgia Critic, I wanted to read the Channel Awesome document, the whole like 18-page like expose talking about how he did all these horrible things, right? And then it turned out some of it wasn't exactly true, and people just kind of fucking believed it for no reason. It's crazy. I wanted to do more thorough research on that before I did a Doug Walker stream, but the general point of this is we're kind of getting a primer on Doug Walker, just like a quick overall history. If you're not familiar with the Nostalgia Critic, we might as well pull up some of his work. I believe in the link. Let's start with a few. Let's start with a few. Oh God. I'm actually like the tiniest bit sick right now, so that's gonna be the biggest reason why this will be a shorter stream. But also, like, there's not too much to talk about. Really, I'm just biding my time and trying to avoid actually watching this 40-minute video called the Channel Awesome Capcom Bidding War. The reason I'm avoiding it is because it's how do I describe it? Doug Walker is known for not being very funny. Like he has an online career, right? And he appeals to a certain audience of people who, you know, truth be told, he used to do movie reviews. That was sort of his big thing. Doug Walker would sit down and he would review movies. As a matter of fact, we might as well pull up Bat Credit Card. We actually watched this in the last stream, the 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐂𝐿 stream, but we might as well bring it back up again.
Meanwhile, the Batman who used to hide from the limelight and steal any hidden photographs taken of him is now making public appearances at a sexist auction where men bid on good-looking women to take out on a date.
Essentially, he does almost what I do on stream. He would take a movie and he would comment on it. He would do a thorough review, like an analysis on it. And, you know, there's a place for that on YouTube. There's an audience for it. And Doug Walker, he was one of the OGs of that genre. He was just one of the first people to really like comprehensively sit down and review movies. And he had an entire website called That Guy with the Glasses. That's sort of what he's known for. And That Guy with the Glasses, like I said, it was an entire website. So that introduces us to people like 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐿, people like 𝐂𝐂𝐏𝐿, people like Angry Joe, Spoony, Film Brain, Nostalgia Chick. We might cover some of those people. I don't think we'll cover all of them, but generally at the helm of it all, like I explained in the 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐿 stream, there's Doug, and then there's his brother Rob, Doug and Rob Walker, and then there's Mike. There's some Mike guy, I keep forgetting his last name, but there's this really weird Mike individual who also supposedly manages behind the scenes, and he plays a big part in that whole 18-page document where everybody is going crazy and calling Doug like the basically a dictator, right? Dad fell asleep to anyone and anything. Also, don't ignore me, Bozo. I'm giving a quick primer because I wanna start the stream with something informative. My personal opinion on Doug Walker, it kind of gets summed up here. If you laugh, you like Doug Walker. If you don't laugh, you probably don't like him. So we'll see.
A bat credit card? They gave him a bat credit card? They had the balls to give one of the greatest superheroes of all time a bat credit card? No! No! Does not compute! Does not compute! Does not compute! I think so! I apologize for that outrage. It was childish and immature. I just get a little peeved when I see one of my childhood icons carrying.
We showed this last stream. I don't remember if last time I showed this I laughed or not. I'm kind of laughing at this now because of the whole like irony around it, the whole ironic meme. This whole bat credit card thing, it was run into the ground. This was just like a thing that Doug Walker kept doing for years and years and years. Even when his fans stopped finding it funny, he kept fucking doing it. And it's I'm laughing because like just the result of it, you know, the whole you know, like the whole irony. I don't even know if my mic picked that one up, but hopefully it did. I basically screamed a bat credit card really high pitched like he usually does. That's sort of Doug's whole shtick, right? He'll take a moment in a movie. Here's the context, by the way. I totally forgot to show the Bat credit card.
3 million. 4 million. 7 million. Never leave the cave without it.
That movie is so fucking dumb. It's dumb in a good way though. And depending on who you are, Doug's content, Doug Walker's videos are dumb in a good way. So, you know, again, I'm not here to shit on the guy. I'm not here to say all of his videos are bad or anything, because depending on who you are, you might actually like them. And I find Doug Walker as a person, the way he presents himself outside of the Nostalgia Critic character, I actually find him to be a really charming guy, which is so funny that there's this giant ass document from all of these people trying to throw him under the bus and make him look like he's evil. I'm not like a Doug defender. I'm sure some parts of that document are true, but there's also other parts of it where I talked about it last stream. I don't want to say the guy's name because it happens to include a slur in it, but there was a guy who unfortunately is not with us anymore, and part of that situation was he was accused of being an MAP. If you know what that acronym means, you know what it means. And it turned out that accusation was not entirely true. So it's you know, after that kind of came out, you kind of have to wonder what else in the document is true and not true. So it's a big fucking mess. But you kind of have a glimpse of Doug's content. He sits there, he reviews a movie. A lot of the time he'll scream, he'll whip out a gun and shoot somebody. You know, this was like decades ago. This was like the early 2000s, and this is just kind of what was funny at the time. I have some hair in my microphone for whatever reason. That's really fucking weird. Mike didn't pick it up. Do I really want to fucking scream like that? All right, let's go, gamers. A bad credit card. Oh, people are gonna wonder what's fucking happening to me in the other room. It's again, I like the meme ironically, which is, I think that's the best part of Doug Walker. Same with the thumbnail. When I was making the thumbnail, I couldn't stop cracking up because of the whole like jaw drop thing, right? This stream, like the Linkara one, is going to be a bit of a mess, which you know, looking back at the Linkara stream, that one actually wasn't as big of a disaster as I thought it would be. That one actually turned out pretty all right, but hopefully this stream I can have the same sentiment about it. My headphones were on full volume. Oh fuck. I should have gave a headphone warning. Then again, you saw me approach the mic and scream earlier, and then it didn't pick up. So I don't know. You kind of got yourself to blame for that. Maybe it's my fault too. But also, like, essentially where I'm going with this is sort of like on the same tier of Angry Video Game Nerd, except the Angry Video Game Nerd, especially earlier, was a lot funny. Actually, this is sort of the same story as the Angry Video Game Nerd, where Doug, if I can pull up a more modern review of his, actually, let's see, you know what we have? That's Battle Geek Plus. If we can pull up Channel Awesome. Oh, do I gotta show you fucking Melvin?
I actually filmed this review right after I filmed another certain sketch. A certain sketch that will never be named again.
Melvin, brother of the Joker. Melvin, brother of the Joker.
At least play a different song!
Okay, that's... Why did I fucking laugh? Melvin. Oh, this is a fucking disaster. I'm embarrassed that I laughed at that. Technically, I'm not watching the stream. I'm listening to it. Ah, I see. This is the kind of humor that's going to be on display during this cat. Well, actually, not necessarily, because as I was explaining, you know how the AVGN after a certain time just kind of started to get like worn out. He started to go through the motions. You know, he wasn't necessarily like as funny anymore. The same thing sort of happened to Doug. The same thing happens to every creator eventually, I imagine. But like it's let's see if we can pull up a more modern Nostalgia Critic video so I can show you Twilight Tober Zone. What the fuck? Let's see Monster House. I remember this video. I mean this movie.
Captain Marvel. We need
Fucking I need YouTube Premium. That reminds me, there is I haven't seen it, but I heard about this one sponsor spot that the Nostalgia Critic had where it was like stamps.com or some shit. And like he was basically shilling stamps for your letters, and it's like, does anyone still send that shit? Like who still sends letters at this point? Like what the fuck? Anyways. At least that's what I've heard.
It brings you food you're craving right now, right to your door.
Let's check out Monster House. I think last year I actually rewatched this movie with my friends, and it turned out to be a better movie than I remember. That was really weird about it. Let's see. What do you got to say, Doug?
DJ and Chowder tried to stop her.
Come here. Yes, over here.
Are you guys mentally challenged?
Okay, I don't want to get like copyright. There we go. Okay, talk, Doug. Speak. Talk to me, buddy.
Challenged? If you are, I'm certified to teach you baseball.
Okay, come on.
Man, I thought the 80s and 90s were the decades to find clips that didn't age well. But I guess Charlie's Angels came out around the same time. The house tries to gobble her up, but they save her just in time. I can say up to 3.
Well, hello there.
I was just busy making this a PG movie. I can say up to 3 bad words, too.
2-term class president at Westbrook Prep.
That's weird. I could have swore his format changed. Okay, so it looks like he's actually back to the... Looks like he's actually back to the decent format. I promise I did research for this stream. I wasn't aware of any of this shit. What the fuck? Anyways, Nostalgia Critic. Let's see. What? Oh, Deadpool. This is what people fucking hated. Or what? Did he take it down? Wow, did people dislike it that much? Holy shit. Or was it Deadpool 2? I think it was Deadpool 2. But you saw the clip of the Monster House, right? Where guess who? Yo, V1's back. Holy shit. Hell yeah, V1's back. I'm back too. I was on vacation for like a week, and then I'm kind of sick right now, so this might be like a shorter stream, but I don't know. We'll see. I apparently have been going for 13 minutes or something. Feels like a lot longer than that. But yeah, I kind of hate canned alcohol. Like I like it a lot more when it's out of a glass bottle, right? Right. This channel used to be called Channel Unicorn or something like that at some point, right? Yeah. Now that's a horny horse. But you saw that little bit of the Monster House review, right? Where it was clip of the movie, he comments on it, you know, presumably he says something funny. There was a period of time where Nostalgia Critic would, presumably because of copyright issues, would literally recreate the movie bit by bit in these skits. And people did not like these fucking skits. No, you did bad research. Apparently I did bad research. I don't know when the hell Doug Walker changed his format back, but you know what? I mean, good for him, because that's what people were wanting. That's what people wanted, because as you'll see me explain here, it's like,
Great. Yeah, everything's going so good and we're so happy and we can think of baby names. I'm gonna die.
What?
I am totally gonna die. No girlfriend is this happy in the beginning of a movie without dying.
First of all, leave the fourth wall breaking to me, because only I seem to be able to do that.
Okay.
Second, that's like the oldest trope in the book. You really think that writer's this talented? You're already shot, aren't you?
Bop.
yeah, so instead of showing the movie, what ended up happening is presumably because of copyright issues, which is totally understandable. It happens to me sometimes too. It actually happened to me with that Linkara stream. He literally recreates parts of the movie. What people didn't like is these would drag on. These skits would go on for minutes at a time. It used to be like a brief interruption where Doug would just have a quip about the movie and he would go back to talk about it, right? But then you have shit like this where he just goes on for minutes and minutes at a time, and the joke just starts to the joke really starts to run its course, right? It's the same problem that the Channel Awesome movies had. Like I talked about, once again, like I talked about in the Linkara stream, where there was a Channel Awesome movie that was a mixture of Star Wars and Star Trek and Cowboy Bebop, and then I think it was Battlefield Earth. All four of those movies mixed together, and it was like 4 hours long, and the entire thing was basically this. It was just they took other movies and just recreated portions of it, especially Star Wars. The entire thing was basically Doug Walker recreating like half of like the Star Wars movies. It was really fucking weird.
Who's responsible for this?
It was me! Typical Middle Eastern European American gangster joke.
You killed my only love. Now I'm going to destroy you in the most horrific way possible.
Imagine being able to drink on God. I think Rick and Morty are in this review. Yeah, there he is.
Doing a review on him, critic?
I admit, that's a good question. People have clearly moved on to complaining about Solo.
Well, maybe because Deadpool is such an interesting phenomenon. It's true, there have been successful films that have done what Deadpool.
Hold on. I'm telling you, this skit with like Rick and Morty, it goes on for like the entire intro of this video. Like you'll see I'm going back minutes at a time, and there's still like this interruption of like Deadpool, and like he has his little quips, and he goes on for like a little while. Rick and Morty show up for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Bro, I never watched Star Wars. I barely even remember Star Wars. I got to be honest. I know they're cool movies, but like, you know, it's one of those things where like I just haven't seen it in a little while. But it's the scenes that Doug copies in the I believe the movie was called To Boldly Flee. The scenes that Doug copied in his script for that movie are like the most infamous Star Wars scenes. It's the part where like what's his fucking name? Well, in the movie it's in the movie it's Charles, the guy from Battlefield Earth. He's talking to Emperor Palpatine. Sorry, you can tell I haven't seen Star Wars in a little while. So it's this dude named Tarl, and he's talking to Emperor Palpatine, and they like recreate a good portion of the scenes where like Vader would be talking to Emperor Palpatine. And then there's also the part with like see, there was another part of the movie where they fucking just kind of fucking sat there and stole shit. I have to sit down and rewatch the movie to like really show you all the parts that they just fucking ripped off. But I'm really not interested in doing that because, like I said, that movie was 4 hours. I think I said that. That movie was 4 hours long, and it's 4 hours of this, just Doug and whoever else was working at Channel Awesome at the time, dressed up in a bunch of costumes, pretending to be other people, and then hopefully being funny. So that's sort of the primer on Doug Walker. You know, I have to say it is really interesting to see him return back to form for his original content. I might actually have to give his newer videos a shot because it seems like they're actually not too bad. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't want to paint the image that Doug's content is bad, but you can kind of see that when left to his own devices, when he doesn't have a movie to extract clips from and make a quip about, he is not that funny. And unfortunately, when we go to this Capcom Bidding War video, that's basically the whole video. And that's kind of why I've been putting it off, because like To Boldly Flee, this is a long video where it's just Doug and his crew making a bunch of skits, and it's going to be a really hard watch. I promise you guys. I checked this out a tiny bit, and there were not that many parts that like really made me laugh. So it's going to be a bit of a painful stream, hopefully a shorter one, but you know, it'll be a little easier on me since I'm a little sick right now and I can't really give like the best insight. I watched Spaceballs instead of Star Wars. That's another movie I haven't seen in a little while. I remember Spaceballs was pretty awesome though. Oh fuck! I guess we got to get to it, gamers. We got to fucking we got to fucking watch the Capcom Bidding War.
Greatest video game company, responsible for hit franchise.
I'm trying to fucking cool
franchises like Mega Man, Street Fighter, and Resident Evil. The company had just recently fallen on hard times due to bad business decisions like on-disc DLC and many other mistakes.
So to give context to this video, it's essentially this was happening during like what we call the dark era of Capcom. This was 8 years ago. This was a period of time where Capcom was just like the shittiest fucking company, to be honest with you. this video isn't bad and like, oh, how dare they shit talk Capcom, because they're back in 2015, even earlier than that, ever since like 2011, there were so many like legitimate criticisms you could just helm against Capcom, and it's just like they were like public enemy number one. They were like the Japanese EA back in that time period. Masochism, my favorite dessert. Yeah, this is basically a big old heaping of masochism. I'm really not looking forward to it, but he's not entirely wrong. But you're gonna see right here that the entire joke boils down to Capcom bad, and unfortunately, you can't take that joke and run it for 40 whole minutes. You'll see.
With things looking bleak for Capcom's future, the company had no choice but to put themselves on sale. But who will step forward and become the new owner?
And to be clear, this is all fictional, by the way. Nobody bought Capcom. At least I don't think anybody did.
Of this once great company to rise it from the ashes.
The title was a bit of a joke because this whole video is just Channel Awesome members all like, oh, I'll buy it for this amount and I'll buy it for that amount, and then it's like there's like skits in between that like either didn't age very well or were never funny to begin with.
Welcome everyone to the auction of the century, and I am your auction host, Sal Sleazy.
Most of this video is also in front of a green screen, so like some of the Channel Awesome movies. I remember a good portion of To Boldly Flee. Was it To Boldly Flee or was it some other movie? I remember a good portion of the Channel Awesome movies would also be in front of a green screen, which is like, or even worse, they would have a set, but it's like the inside of someone's house. I might as well actually show you guys a little bit of To Boldly Flee. Curtis Connor. To Boldly Flee full movie, like 3 hours and a fucking half. Is this Warhaven game any good? Any good, by the way? It looks kind of interesting. Wish I could skip this. Wish I could skip this ad. Oh, play for free. All right, cool. Oh, fucking God. Thanks, Spectrum.
It's free for 12 months. The Bilderbergs don't want you to know about that.
All right. Like I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by a bunch of ads, there's a good portion of the movie where the set is literally just Doug's house. Like I could scroll through this. For some reason, he has a box of Cheerios 2 on the shelf. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. But like as I scroll through here, it's Doug's house, and then someone else's house. And if it's not those two, it's usually green screen. So this was like a painfully like difficult movie for me to sit down and watch, and I really hope I never have to fucking do it, but I don't know. This is what I call research. I fucking have to watch this fucking bullshit. But you'll see I keep clicking to later and later intervals of the fucking movie, and it's just his house. Maybe this part's green screen. More of his house. More of his house. More of his house. Like, couldn't you build a set, guys? Like, come on. Anyway, oh yeah, we got AVGN.
Sleazy, not sleazy, because I'm anything but.
I'd rather have someone be boring than have an unfunny person try to be funny. Yeah, exactly. Because like it's I almost did a stream on Movie Bob. That was almost this stream. But Movie Bob is that exact problem where like he's boring and unfunny. So it's one of those things where it's like. But I also had to put off the Movie Bob stream a bit because while I was researching this, I was also researching Movie Bob, and some of the information I found about Movie Bob that I teased in the Linkara stream, it turned out it wasn't entirely true. I made a joke in the Linkara stream all like, sorry, Grandma, I'm in another castle. And that joke was based off of the context of that joke was there was something going around about how Movie Bob, he's a Mario adult. We'll get to this in the movie Bob stream, but there's a picture of Movie Bob. He's literally just a fat dude dressed as Mario. His obsession is with Mario, of all fucking things. And Mario and politics. He is much like 𝐂𝐏𝐿 is the proto Redditor. Movie Bob is the proto Twitter user. So I think that sums him up. I think that sums him up quite well. Where it's like, not to shit on people's political tastes, but like Movie Bob was on like the extreme of extremes. You know, sometimes he would be extremely right wing. Sometimes he would be extremely left wing. It was really weird what his political views were. And it's like, I think one time, back to the story, I made the joke, sorry, Grandma, I'm in another castle. And that's because while I was researching for that stream, there was a common quip people had about him where he skipped his grandma's funeral to play Super Mario Bros. 3. And he admitted to this in a book that he wrote. And the book itself was really interesting because it's basically like a novelization let's play of Super Mario Bros. 3. And it's really insane. Who's this movie guy? Movie Bob? We'll get to him later. He's probably gonna be in the next stream. But Rainin old and knows old peeps. I just know a lot of weird people on the internet. That's kind of what this whole series is. It's just weird people on the internet who just happen to do like Capcom stuff. It's sort of my segue to tell you all the lore about all of these really fucking crazy ass people that I just happen to know about and be familiar with. But yeah, that whole story, it turned out it wasn't entirely true. What ended up happening is he left the funeral early to play Super Mario Bros. 3, from what I understand. So like, still a really big dick move, but also like, I guess technically he did go. So I don't. Bro, he's not that old. It's fine. I've accepted that, like, in the eyes of many people, I'm very old. It's just what happens.
And today's auction will be ownership of the once great video game company, Capcom! And with us today are the producers of a website called Channel Awesome, who will all be putting in their bids in today's auction for the ownership of Capcom.
So yeah, we'll see. For some reason, I thought this was Angry Joe. Who are these people? I had this exact same problem when I was watching To Boldly Flee. That movie was just overbloated with way too many fucking people. And I'm already familiar with a lot of the Channel Awesome people because they're all just such weird ass people who have like all of this weird internet lore to them. But like, I can only name Doug, and then like, look at all of these other people. Like, who the fuck are these people? Why did this site have so many fucking creators on it?
Capcom.
Was this, I'm trying to remember, was this after Spoony left? Because I know Spoony left eventually, 𝐂𝐿𝐿 left, I think Nostalgia Chick left. 𝐂𝐿𝐿 left Channel Awesome, but like still has a close relationship with Doug and like still like interacts with him in videos. So like, it's kind of like he didn't leave Channel Awesome. It's really weird with 𝐂𝐿𝐿. Angry Joe, I think, is still part of Channel Awesome, and same with Cinema Snob. So like, I'm kind of surprised that I'm not seeing either of those people there, but instead we have all of these people. We got Mr. Game of Thrones shirt here. I think is that 8-bit Mickey or some shit? I don't know. Like this site had too many fucking people on it. This was like, it was like if YouTube it was like if YouTube made like a YouTube Rewind and they decided to do this graphic and they displayed footage of like literally every YouTuber on the site. It's like, why would you ever think to fucking do that?
And the sponsor of today's auction is none other than...
Speaking of YouTube doing weird shit, there's YouTube not doing the right shit, which I don't know if you guys have kept up with the Sniper Wolf and Jack's Films drama. But, you know, if you haven't, that's totally fine, because, like, internet drama is, you know, something a lot of people don't really care about. I was personally fascinated with it because, you know, me doing sort of a react show, it kind of helps to look at someone like Sniper Wolf and see a lot of the criticisms levied at her and be all like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of glad what I do is a little more transformative and more insightful than what she usually does, which is just like take a TikTok and fucking go, bro, and bro has a bag, and they go next TikTok, and then be all like, bro is washing his truck, and the next TikTok. I feel like JonTron should be here. It's funny, the creators who weren't part of Channel Awesome, because there are so many creators who were like huge fans of them but weren't part of the site. In the 𝐂𝐏𝐿 stream, I actually talked a lot about Oni Plays. Well, like a little bit about Oni Plays, but like Oni Plays are like legitimate fans of Channel Awesome, which is funny because they're actually way funnier than the people on Channel Awesome. So it's almost like they should have been on Channel Awesome in a weird way. Same with JonTron. I know JonTron was part of Game Grumps at some point. So it's funny that Channel Awesome didn't have many like talented creators, and instead they had weird Reddit motherfuckers like Linkara, or you know, Angry Joe. I don't really have too much negative to say about Angry Joe. He's just a bit of a buffoon sometimes, like when he was trying to fucking pick on Jeff Keighley, and then Jeff Keighley kind of just roasted him back. Aren't Sausage and Sniper going through some drama right now? I was talking about the drama between Jax Films and Sniper Wolf, which you actually reminded me of that. I kind of went off that tangent. Did you know Sniper Wolf doxed Jax Films just for fucking levying criticism against her? That's what I wanted to say. It's like, what the like, it's doubly funny because in the last stream I was talking about how Linkara is very weird about criticism. He takes it so much to heart and like gets so fucking butthurt about it that like it was funny to see someone like 2 weeks later, the day of my next stream, take it to like an entirely new level where I'm like, okay, yeah, fuck. Yeah, if someone criticizes you, don't fucking dox them, please.
Scrooge McDuck, the richest duck in the world and the largest.
Don't do anything. I talked about this a little bit in my Linkara stream. If someone levies criticism against you, just absorb it and say to yourself, bro, who is Sausage? I have zero clue who is Sausage. That sounds like something Sniper Wolf would say in like a TikTok video though. Like, bro, what is that? And it's like some sausage on the fucking TikTok. Anyways, enough about Sniper Wolf because she's about as empty and cardboard cutout as her fucking videos. So there's not really much more to say other than she doxed Jax Films for whatever fucking reason. Her ex-boyfriend or something. Wow, Sniper Wolf has some fucking weird lore. I'm not familiar with all of Sniper Wolf's content. All I know is she's the guy who says bro has a bag. And I was thinking I would have like some Sniper Wolf sound bit. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to use my fucking soundboard.
It was cop.
I was thinking I would have some Sniper Wolf sound bits. I haven't really decided what I would have, but I thought it would be funny if I just had those and just casually played them as I was fucking reacting to shit. He played Fortnite for her and she reacted to her clip. Who is Chandra? Sorry I laughed so hard because like I know this guy. The guy who asked that question. We were talking about JonTron earlier. I might as well pull up the meme I showed him. Since we happen to be talking about Oni Plays anyways. What did you say about Oni Plays? Play! What are you doing? Play!
𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐂𝐿 chugs Mountain Dew, dramatic music sensing, transformed to demon form. What did you just say about Oni Plays? Eyes turn red, ground starts to shake, pulls.
This is me when someone tells me they like Game Grumps more. Anyway. What did you say? What did you say about Sniper Wolf? Back to the whole Sniper Wolf thing. I heard that like she's not actually a gamer and she fakes this entire thing And I was sitting there for a moment and I'm like, why would you fake being a gamer? Like, why would you name yourself after a Metal Gear Solid character and then like not actually play video games? Like, why do you Sniper Wolf would be just as successful if she wasn't a gamer girl. That's what puzzles me. She didn't have to be a gamer girl. So why she put on this persona that she was allegedly, I should say allegedly, why she would allegedly put on this persona that she was when really it was someone else playing a video game, I have zero fucking clue. But you know, then again, why would she dox someone that's criticizing her when she could just fucking ignore it? You know, it's the same token you could use for literally anything Sniper Wolf does, and it's fucking none of it has ever made sense. So I'm not gonna go beyond that. What's Fortnite for real? I can't believe this. What did you say about Oni Play?
Majority shareholder of Capcom. Welcome, Mr. McDuck. I Lotties, as the richest duck in all of duck butter.
I forgot what my tangent was that originally got me on this shit. Sniper Wolf has me fucking forgetting to react, but that's how it is.
I got to make sure my investment falls into the right hands, especially for that nostalgia critic.
Sniper used to be a porn star, I think, LMAO. That's the truth. You would be surprised how many YouTubers that's true for. Like, I'm just gonna be blatantly honest with you. You would be surprised how many YouTubers used to be cam girls or like something else in the porn industry, and they made their name out of that. So me personally, I don't really have like a problem with YouTubers who have that kind of background, because that kind of applies to a lot of them, you know. And you know, some of the people who are interested in that kind of thing, some of the people who create that kind of content are genuinely some of the most interesting people in the world. Like I made a video about Justin RPG, and that's Justin RPG's entire shtick. His entire shtick is he's the vor guy, you know. He's just like, I love Russia Ram, I want to melt in her tummy guy, you know. It's what Jack Black did before, no joke. No, did he? Did Jack Black have a porn career? That has to be a meme. That has to be a fucking joke. I refuse to believe that shit. That would be so goddamn funny though. But yeah, so some of my favorite creators actually used to be cam girls or like porn stars of some sort. And it's funny to think about. It's funny to think about, but I don't really hold it like against them, because again, they tried to get out of that industry and make a name for themselves in another way. So, you know, there's a lot of admiration to come with that. We're 1 minute for true. I should really watch it.
Hello. He said great things about DuckTales, the show about my travels around the world. And without further ado, let the bidding begin!
I got about 75 cents and Sacagawea $1.
All right, I have 75 cents and $1 Sacagawea from El Nedge. Do I hear 76 cents and $2 Sacagawea?
€1.
Yeah, I definitely should like keep myself focused on the video, otherwise this stream's gonna go on forever. At the same time, I do have to pause it intermittently and like comment over it, you know, that way it still remains fair use, because it, you know, again, on the whole Sniper Wolf thing, I can't just sit there and watch it and be all like, bro has a Sacagawea $1, you know.
Do you take euro? Not that it's worth much these days.
€1.
Not the fourth thing, that was poor timing. I was about to say, I refuse to believe Jack Black was a porn star.
€1 for Breakfast Spud. Do I hear €2?
500,000 million billion cents.
500,000 million billion cents from Bargain Boy. Do I hear 501,000 million billion cents?
All right, you want to go bigger? Fine. How about 45,822? 50 cents.
50 cents from Gaming Wildlife. Do I hear 51 cents?
What the hell is a Capcom?
$1.
$1 from Miguel from Cooking Fists. Do I hear
Wow, that I love how phoned in that was. And now I'm questioning like how they organized this entire thing, because it's literally homie took his phone and it was like $1, and it's like Now I have to wonder how they organized this. Did Doug just say, "Hey guys, can you pull up your phone and just shout a number and I'll make a 40-minute edit with literally everyone on Channel Awesome on it"? Is that what he did?
$1.
$1 from Miguel from Cooking Fists. Do I hear $2? $2 from Yomars. Do I hear $3?
I bid 1 button.
This guy looks a lot like Review Bra.
1 button from Ask Lovecraft. Do I hear 2 buttons?
1 shiny sixpence.
1 shiny.
Review Bra should have been on channel. Speaking of people who should have been on like Channel Awesome, like we should sit down and make like a dream Channel Awesome where it's like you got JonTron, you got Oni Plays, you got Review Bra, what other creator? Maybe like Jack's Films or someone like that. Could you imagine if Channel Awesome was like, I don't want to say actually talented people because that implies the people who were on the site weren't talented, but could you imagine if like they had actually funny people on the website, you know?
Shiny sixpence from the Dom. Do I hear 2 shiny sixpence? Whatever those are.
$2.99.
$2.90.
Was it an elaborate script with all of these characters? It probably was scripted, but I refuse to believe it's an elaborate one because it's basically just people reading numbers.
9 cents from Lotus Prince. Do I hear $3?
Oh!
An elaborate script would be like you have to write like a whole narrative where there's like a beginning, middle and an end, and there's sort of like a message you want to convey with it. And these people are playing roles, but instead of playing roles, these people are just kind of sitting in front of their webcam and just shouting a number.
Oh, really? Let me get my wallet out, because I'm about to drop some hell
Zach Hadel.
on this motherfucker.
I showed the 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐂𝐿 Trump animation in the 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐿 stream, and I that's easily one of my most favorite fucking animations of all time. Just the whole get him out of here, don't take off his jacket, don't give his jacket back.
$3 from SF Debris. Do I hear $4?
750,521 Hagen
Again, like who are these people?
dollars. Each Hagen dollar is worth exactly 5 British pounds, or at least it will be when I kidnap their queen.
Some super really large amount from Diamond Hagen, which is actually.
Did a joke go over my head? It might have. I'm drinking some. I'm not buzzed or anything, but I'm drinking some alcohol, and I'm like barely paying attention to this. I've already lost all investment on this video. I'd rather be talking about Jack Black's porn star career.
Actually worth £5. Do I hear £6?
$7.58.
And $7.58 from Chaos D1. Do I hear $7.59?
10! I'll do 10! 10 here! 10!
$10.
$10.
Do they have an animated character on Channel Awesome? This shit is insane, man.
That's all I have.
It's all it's worth! $10 from Conroy Cat and Doggy from Toons These Days. Do I hear $11?
I bid 73 cents and 2 Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
And we have 73 cents and 2 Chuck E. Cheese tokens from E-Rock, the Blockbuster Buster. Do I hear 74 cents and 3 Chuck E. Cheese tokens?
Oh, Zach Hadel and JonTron works together. They would make fine additions to Channel Awesome. Yeah, we should really just sit here and make like a dream Channel Awesome of like actually, again, not actually talented people. I know I've said this already, but like actually like people who are actually capable of making something that would like legit make you laugh.
Okay, bidding.
As opposed to this, I don't want to say this is like entirely unfunny because I'm sure at the time it probably was, but looking back at it, it's kind of like the horses. We're 4 minutes in. The horse is already dead, guys. You can stop beating it, you know.
Starting just a couple of minutes, or
I get the joke. Haha, Capcom is worth 2 Chuck E. Cheese tokens, right? Like, is this a joke that needs to be 40 minutes long, though? That's my question.
seconds, or it already started like 15 minutes ago.
15! No, they're $14.90.
And $14.90 from Omega. Do I hear $14.91?
16!
17.
And we have $17 from Sir Summersa. Do I hear $18?
This has to be after all of the most notable people left Channel Awesome. I'm starting to wonder if that's what it is because so far I have not seen an inkling of 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐿. I can't believe I'm missing 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐿 of all people. I haven't seen an inkling of 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐿. I haven't seen an inkling of Spoonie, but presumably Spoonie was already gone by this point, I think. I haven't seen I almost said JonTron. I meant Angry Joe. I haven't seen Angry Joe. The joke is running on too long. Exactly. We're 5 minutes in and it's already running on too long. Like, who are these people? Are they just gonna keep naming money the entire time? Because I did skim through this before doing this stream, and basically all they do is name like amounts of money the entire time. Is this guy a ripoff of Dr. Insano? I guess we'll get to that eventually.
$18.
19.
$19 from Josh and Ryan from Battle Geek Plus. Do I hear 20?
20, 20, 20, 20, I'll do 20, 20, man, I'll give you 20, I'll 20, okay.
Pizza time.
Damn.
And while Frank of Battle Geek Plus is looking through his pockets, let's move on to the next bid.
I bid 20 Canadian dollars.
Are all of these people from Battle Geek Plus? Is that what this is? Is this just like a massive Channel Awesome collab between Channel Awesome and Battle Geek Plus? So they have all of these people, and the reason the video is 40 minutes long is because for some reason they decided to include every single person. Like, it's fine if you want to make like a big collab showcase project of like all of your creators, right? But you can't base it on a premise like this where it's going to take 40 minutes to deliver it. You know, have like a photo or something, you know, like or maybe like a quick like memorial, maybe not memoriam, maybe that's the wrong word, like maybe like a quick like celebration video where you kind of flash through everybody, right? Actually, speaking to Boldly Flee, the intro to Boldly Flee is exactly like this, where there's Channel Awesome, right? It kind of zooms in, there's and then it goes through and it names Doug Walker, right? And then there's Nostalgia Chick. Then there's Linkara. Then there's Spoonie. Then there's Cinema Snob, right? And it keeps going. Then there's Todd in the shower. Todd in the showers. That was, oh my god, that was so fucking funny. Todd in the shadows looks like the kind of guy you wouldn't shower. Not to like insult him, but like Todd in the shower is so fucking whatever. I'm being a little mean. I realize that. Joe Vargas, Angry Joe. Film Brain, I'm so excited. Fucking, what's his name? Phaelus. And it just keeps fucking going and going. Here's Obscurus Lupa. I don't remember who the fuck she is. I don't remember this guy. I think that's 8-Bit Mickey. I don't fucking remember half of these people. And it's just kind of like, okay, can you just shorten it? Okay, there's I'm not going to say his username, but this is the guy I was talking about earlier who was falsely accused of something pretty rancid and ended up not being with us anymore because of it. That Channel Awesome document was pretty fucked. And it's like, okay, we get it. Everybody's in this one. You know, everybody's here. It's Smash Ultimate. I get it. You can stop, but it keeps going. It keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going. And it's like, you can stop. And then it shorthands it. After all of these other people, it finally fucking shorthands it. 3 minutes and this is what this video feels like. It feels like the intro to Boldly Flee, where for some reason everybody needs to be in it.
And 20 Canadian dollars from Brandon Tenold. Do I hear 21?
Wait, what currency are we bidding?
Oh no, ... Exactly. It just kept fucking going. And the whole movie is like that. Everybody in Boldly Flee needs to have their skit. They couldn't simply cut something. They couldn't simply cut a few unnecessary things out and leave the movie at an hour and a half. They couldn't leave it at a obtainable length for someone to actually sit down and watch it. It had to be 4 hours because they absolutely just needed to put in all the Mars Girl moments and all the Angry Joe moments and all this other fucking stupid shit where it's like was all of this necessary though? That's the big question for a lot of what Channel Awesome does. It's like, was this necessary at all?
In again?
Capcom, you want me to bid on Capcom?
Do you think they'll have a 20-minute NFL halftime just to draw the watch time? They probably will. I did notice when I was scrolling through this, there's sort of like a part where it kind of like splits up a bit. At least I think I did. Yeah, like there's this dude in front of like the blue curtain. I don't know what Ace Attorney has to fucking do with this. Is it Phoenix Wright arguing, you can't buy Capcom? Like, I don't. And again, you know what? I have to be honest. I'm kind of looking forward to this guy who looks a lot like Dr. Insano. Did they try to replace Spoony in this video, or is this just a Battle Geek Plus guy?
Why would I even want to purchase Kevin? You know what? Hang on a second.
No, that would take creativity.
Come back to me.
23. And $23 from the horror guru. Ooh, do I hear 24?
I will bid $1 more than they bid.
And $1 more from HARASS. Do I hear $2 more?
Well, we're ready to go, so.
What's Capcom?
30! 30! I have thrown 30 out there, man! I have thrown 30 out there!
$35.
And we have $35 from Paul from Lucky 6. Do I hear 36?
5 pesos.
And 5 pesos from Leon Thomas of Renegade.
We have 5 pesos. 5 pesos, Jeff Bezos.
Cut, Attack of the Trick, and Heart of Gaming. Do I hear 6 pesos?
Started with Ace Attorney music as far as I can tell. Yeah, but that's like all they kind of have going, like as far as Capcom goes. Like I think there is a part where they have like Street Fighter characters like dancing in the background or some shit. Yeah, here we go. There's like Dan and Blanca behind this guy. I don't know what the fuck he's on about.
40!
But like this has like hardly anything to do with them. And again, it's like they take this joke where it's like, oh, I guess this is like the DuckTales like Daffy Duck guy. I suppose there's that as well. But it's kind of like it's the whole joke of like Capcom made bad decisions. Capcom broke. They lose money. They lose money. That's the phony thing.
Fucking 40, man! There is 40 going on here! I am 40! Look at this! This is 40, you know!
47 and a half.
What's up, review bro?
11 7 8 5 63.
And 11 something something from Bruiser of Leftover Culture. Do I hear 11 something something too? You dudes, I bid like $49, man.
Oh my god, I can't believe someone copied the fucking Linkara 90s kid character.
And this $49 was the price of games back in the day with tax!
Yup, sure it was, and now it's $70. Did you guys see the article where the Capcom president was like, games are not expensive enough? $70? That's chump change. I'm sitting there reading it with like my fucking like the thumbnail with like my jaw fucking agape on the floor, because right before this stream I just bought Metal Gear Solid Master Collection and I was appalled that collection was $60. Like, could you imagine paying $60 to play a bunch of fucking old games? But that's what happens with the Metal Gear Master Collection. I'm sure it's a cool collection, but like at the same time it's like, oh, okay, is it worth $60 though? I would argue it's more like 40. Well, preferably 20. You know.
And $49 from Totally
5 pesos slightly caresses anime pillow. What did you say about my anime waifu?
Tubular Tim, do I hear 50?
Nuzzles chews, notices bows, drinks Mountain Dew and Mike's hard lemonade mixed together, watches King Cobra JFS while he passes out on the couch and nearly throws up on himself.
Fuck you, 50! Fuck you, 50! That's
Eyes glow red, has the woke emoji.
a new number I made up! Fuck you, 50! And it's so huge, that's why I'm calling it Fuck you, 50!
Chump change for you, Mr. President. I kind of wanted to make a video about that, because on one hand, I can kind of see what he's going on about, where it's like, I can't even like imagine what the budget was for Resident Evil 4 Remake. So that's one of the few games where I'm like, okay, that game kind of does deserve to be $70. But on the other hand, there are so many various other ways that game publishers have been experimenting with monetizing their games that the initial price to get into like a big AAA game should honestly be a thing of the past. Games should start funding themselves through a new avenue, because here's the thing, they make way more in microtransactions than the initial sale of that game. So I'm honestly puzzled why that just isn't the industry standard anymore. I'm honestly puzzled why there's not a free-to-play Resident Evil 4 where like it would suck ass, right, if they did it that way. But I'm honestly surprised there's not a free-to-play Chapter 1 of Resident Evil 4 Remake, and then you knock out like $3 for each subsequent chapter, and they just keep adding onto it, and then like separate ways will be like additional content on top of that, you know? Instead, they'd rather kind of like instead, they'd rather be a little scummy about it and have like game unlocks and stuff like that be microtransactions, which is really weird. I believe they experimented with that monetization strategy with Resident Evil Revelations, if I recall correctly. The episodes for that game was you had to purchase each of those separately, if I recall correctly. But I'm kind of surprised that that's just not the main like course of monetizing the games. Then again, maybe they're worried that people won't actually finish the games, because that's another problem. People buy games and then just not finish them. So I guess maybe from their perspective, they're kind of like, oh, you know, well, we could do that, but no one's going to play the whole game through, so we're not going to maximize what we're going to make through those microtransactions. So in like the weirdest of ways, I can get what he's talking about, but you know, if he said it that way, if he said it all like, hey, these games take a lot of fucking money to make, the $70 entry fee does not cover our budget, I would understand that. I wouldn't agree with him necessarily. I feel like games shouldn't be $70, but at the same time, I would feel like the tiniest bit more empathetic than games aren't expensive enough. I need more money.
And fuck you 50 from the Nostalgia Critic. Do I
Oh, what's up, what's up, Kazuma?
hear fuck you 51?
Okay, final offer. I got a...
I can drop that much. It's just I hope what I do will be good. Exactly. It's kind of like I was saying with Metal Gear Master Collection, where it's like, yeah, it's a cool collection, but it's like, is it worth $60 though? Especially like just to have it on PC. It's like I can emulate those games, or some of those games have Windows releases. Like if you just download MGS2 off of GOG and then install like the V's Fix mod, it's basically like a full on like competent PC port of MGS2. And then, you know, I could emulate MGS1 and MGS3. DuckStation is an amazing fucking emulator. And honestly, I would probably rather play MGS1 on that instead of like the official collection, because I think in the Master Collection, MGS1 is capped to 30 FPS, if I recall correctly. 1080p 30 FPS nonetheless. So it's one of those things where it's like, do I even want to shill money for this? But then again, I just bought it because like I felt like buying it, and I'm kind of hoping Konami will make a volume 2 and maybe we'll get MGS4, but I'm not entirely sure.
A $5 gift card to AMC Theaters and an expired Disneyland annual.
This is going to be the whole stream. It's going to be watching like a tiny portion of this video, and it's either me going to be bitching. It's either going to be me bitching about the video, or it's going to be me talking about something entirely unrelated, because because there's not much to say about this. It's just 40 minutes of the same fucking joke.
Annual passport.
Let's see. I bid 59 grams of dirt, which I don't...
Oh, you know what? If you've seen my Street Fighter video, the one about the weird Street Fighter facts, it was a pain in the ass to make these animations in DaVinci Resolve. I imagine this is made in Premiere, and in Adobe Premiere, you can just drag a GIF in there, and it just works. DaVinci Resolve, that wasn't the case. So what I had to do was I had to like reverse engineer the GIFs, literally reverse engineer them, separate them image by image, and then like reprogram them into a GIF. But I had to put like an alpha layer, like a transparent layer behind it. And then I had to turn it into a video. And then I could put that video into DaVinci Resolve. But the video has a black background because I had to put an alpha on it. So I had to get rid of the alpha, the alpha layer, just to make it transparent again. And then I had to resize it and make sure all the pixels were like a consistent size, because it was multiple animations stitched together in a certain sequence. And then it's like, it was such a pain in the ass where I was like, I wish I could just drag the GIFs in there. And then I shit you not, the month after I made that fucking video, DaVinci Resolve added support for GIFs. So if I had just waited a month to make that fucking video, I probably could have gotten it out a lot faster. But oh well. When you explain it like that, yeah, I can see the... Okay. When you explain it like that, yeah, I can see the perspective. It, from a business sense, because again, like if you imagine just how much money it took to make Resident Evil 4 remake, from a business sense, it does make sense to say $70 is not enough to charge for that game. But then again, it's kind of like, okay, why are you not experimenting with a compromise then? Why are you not getting the best of both worlds, where you can make more money through microtransactions, but the game is still more affordable for the people who won't wail out on those microtransactions, you know? I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it's so hard to agree with the guy, the way that he says it. For context, if you're just getting here, we're talking about the Capcom president, and he said games should be more than $70, and you know that kind of pissed me off a little bit, because I don't like spending $60 on a game, let alone 70. So
don't have, since I'm that poor. How about you, Dan and Jimmy? And 59 grams of dirt from Kung Quan Ta. Do I hear 60 grams of dirt?
All right, 60. Goddamn 60. We are going 60, baby. Oh, yeah. Route 60. That's the new term I'm calling it to. Route 60. Yes, because it's so huge.
60. $2.32.
And $62.32 from Isaac from Battle Geek Plus. Do I hear $63.33?
$69.
And $69 from Heather from Battle Geek Plus. Do I hear?
She said 69. She said it. She said it. She said it. She said the word. She said the word.
70.
70. 70. I am going 70.
$75. And we have $75 from Last Angry Geek. Do I hear 76?
Let's see, terms and conditions of sale. Ah, there we go. I'm reading. Come back to me. I can go as low as $7 billion and as high as my own private space shuttle.
And
his own private space shuttle.
Private space shuttle from Will of Anime.
He works for the fucking Patriots, guys.
America, do I hear a private planet?
Capcom, well, that's a company that's somewhat salvageable. I'm sure I could offer my tuppence pocket money of some.
Where the fuck did all my amiibos go? I used to have a bunch of amiibos, and like I don't have them anymore. But by the way, speaking of fucking statues and shit, I had to move my shelf because the housing association here, they don't like they're inspecting my home soon, and they don't like that I have shit blocking my window, so I had to move my shelf temporarily. And like I don't have anywhere to put this, but like I don't know if you guys saw it in the background. I have this like massive Chun-Li statue that I bought. I honestly don't fucking know why I bought it. It just has a goofy face on it, you know? You're all gonna call me a simp, but I swear it's because of the goofy face. Oh, fucking hell.
Are you actually going to make a bid, Froggy from Third Party?
You honestly remind me of Soundsmith. I'm not familiar with who Soundsmith is, but I do like doing like impersonations on stream. It's sort of something I've been getting into lately.
Controller.
One thing. Okay, we should probably do two things, because I mean, two things is gonna be more than one thing.
I don't know. Are they behind Street Fighter? Do they have bison dollars?
And two things from Beth and Tim of Shark Jumping. Do I hear three things?
Subsection 28. You must let Uwe Boll produce the next Resident Evil. Oh, come on.
6.
You have to let who make the next Resident Evil?
Do I hear three things?
Subsection 28. You must let Uwe Boll produce the next Resident
Ooga Boll? Maybe my hearing is off. Who the fuck is Ooga Boll? I have to be hearing that wrong.
Oh, come on.
You bought it because you were a simp and you want to smash. No. If I wanted to do that, I would buy a Chun-Li body pillow. And believe me, I will.
6. Egypt.
Once I make it big, guys, once this channel blows up and I start making tons of money, you're going to see tons of Chun-Li body pillows all around this wall, and it's going to be great. It's going to be so fucking awesome.
Dollars. Oh, Capcom. Yeah, but what is this, a bidding war? Is this an eBay 100%?
Yes, this is a bidding war. It's a bidding war that's going on for 40 minutes. Oh, fuck.
No one's going to buy that shit.
I shall pay
no one's going to buy that shit.
You 4,000 orens.
And 4,000 orens from He is an Evil Genius. Do I hear 4,001 orens from someone who is a good genius?
Capcom. Oh god, well, does the bid come with life insurance with all those dead franchises? Not sure if this is a salvageable endeavor.
Okay, what do you guys want here? I got Hellsing Ultimate, I got 𝐂𝐑𝐈𝐍𝐆𝐄, the Berserk.
Speaking of Hellsing Ultimate, I used to be such a big fan of this anime when I was a teenager. I haven't seen it since, so I guess I guess that explains how big of a fan of it I was. But I remember when I was like 14, like freshman year in high school, back when I was into watching anime, I was like, this is the coolest show ever. And then now I kind of stopped watching anime, period. But now I kind of like developed like a further like better taste for it, where it's like I'd rather watch Death Note, you know? It's like that's another thing. I was thinking about this recently. Fucking Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate, he's basically Dante. Like he's just Dante.
Berserk movies, they're fantastic. Samurai Champloo.
I'm allowed to bully the boomer. He is. Cheshire is perfectly allowed to bully me. I know him.
High School Host Club.
And here we go. My final offer.
We get it. He thinks Capcom isn't salvageable. Exactly. Like it's like, again, like I said in the beginning, this video isn't bad because, oh, Capcom bad, Capcom evil. Because like at this point in time in 2015, they kind of were. They were just Japanese EA. But at the same time, it's what I've been saying this entire time, where it's like they take the same joke for 40 minutes.
Written down on this sheet of paper.
I'm just going to leave it highlighted there just to emphasize my points. 38 minutes and 51 seconds.
Take it or leave it.
And we have a nope from Tiger of Mud 2 MMO. Can we hear a yes?
I got tons of shit over here. I'll do whatever it takes.
I only have $200.
And $200 from Rock Reviews. Do I hear $201?
$700.
And $700.
I don't know why that guy looks vaguely like Mike Matei. He probably doesn't, but like for some reason my brain was like, is that Mike Matei?
I hear 201.
Good night, guys. I'm going to go. All right. Yeah. Have a good one, V1. V1 real, not fake. I just noticed that. Yeah. Have a good one, everyone.
I have $200.
And $200 from Rock Reviews. Do I hear $201?
$700.
And $700 from Joe, aka
Just because he's allowed to bully him doesn't mean he should. I mean, I don't really care.
𝐂𝐏𝐿. Do I hear 701?
I started at 20,000.
And 20,000 from Some Guys I Know. Do I hear 20,001 from Some Guys I Don't Know?
100,000.
And 100,000 from Brett from Third Party Controller, who actually made a bid. Froggy. How about 100,001?
$150,000.
And 150,000 from Farad Muhammad. Do I hear 151,000?
300.
All right, yeah, have a good one, V1. Thanks for stopping by the way. All of you guys, I totally forgot to fucking say this. All you guys who stopped by, thank you so much for doing so. For real, man.
100 million yen.
And 300 million yen from Kaluna. Do I hear 301 million yen? All right, I bid like $89 because 89 was my number.
Every time I say goodnight to V, this isn't supposed to be mean, but every time I say goodnight to V1, I feel like DSP in his streams where he's like, all right, see ya, Derek. Because there's, for those who don't get it, there's a guy in all of DSP's streams named Derek. I think I might have talked about him a tiny bit in one of the DSP ones. I don't remember if it was RE1 or DMC5, but I talked about one of his viewers, a guy named I guess his name is technically Dare Rich, but who the fuck cares? Guy's name is Derek, and he's like his own 𝐂𝐏𝐿, basically, and his whole shtick was harassing porn stars on Twitter, and he had to make a whole apology video for it, which was so funny. And like DSP, for whatever reason, is really good friends with this guy. So every time he pops up in chat and he's like, DSP, can you read my message? And then DSP will read his message and he's like, what's up, Derek? And then he'll answer Derek's questions about like politics and shit, or like whatever stupid thing Derek happens to come up with. And then like 30 minutes later, Derek will be all like, okay, bye, DSP. And Phil will be all like, okay, see ya, Derek. And it's like, what's fucking going on?
When I was wide receiver for the Capcom Commandos, man. And
he's my older brother. Let me bully him. Here's my friend.
$89 from Jimmy Buckrider. Do I hear $90?
I am absolutely doing 90 cents, not a penny more.
And 90 cents from the Nostalgia Critic.
Brayden has friends. I know, even I'm amazed by that.
Here's 91. I Hey, let's stop the auction for a bit. But why, Mr. McDuck?
All right, guys, we're hitting a climactic moment. We got Mr. DuckTales here to give us the exposition, the climax of this fucking long dead joke. I'm gonna grab a joke while he I wish this video would grab a joke. I'm gonna grab a drink while he's fucking doing this shit.
I'd like to hear from these youngins from Channel Awesome what they would do if they were to own Capcom. It's a test of their entrepreneurship skills. Alright then, let's hear from the producers at Channel Awesome what they would do if they were to own Capcom.
If you give me Capcom, I will bring back Mega Man Legends. That's right, we're gonna revive the whole damn thing. We're gonna bring back at least 3 more games. We'll re-release the old games. We'll give you, the fans, whatever you want.
Was that I think there was a Mega Man collection that released recently, and like was it Battle Network? I think it was Battle Network. And on the main screen there's like Mega Man. Oh, it's been so long since I played Battle Network. I think the Mega Man within Mega Man Battle Network, I think his name is also Mega Man, which kind of makes it confusing. But anyways, you have Mega Man on the title screen, and like he's just kind of like this like JPEG that kind of like wobbles and like says shit every now and then, and he's like versus mode, legacy mode, or shit like that. It's just kind of like, wow, the budget for this game, I can't fucking believe it's this low.
If I were to acquire Capcom, I'd make them make a new Devil May Cry game, except this time they'll replace Dante with the Sasquatch.
I guess I'd make them remake Resident Evil.
Okay. I'm glad that guy didn't buy Capcom then.
4, but with Resident Evil 1's control scheme.
That is a hilariously well-aged joke, because there is someone who actually did that. There is someone who actually, I don't know if it's a full game, but I saw a video of like someone who made like a demake of Resident Evil 4 in the style of like the PS1 Resident Evil games, and that shit was so funny. I think someone did the same thing with Dead Space, if I recall correctly. It's funny by complete coincidence, this guy has the exact same idea.
And you have to play as Ashley the whole time.
Yo dudes, if I were to own Capcom, I would make them remake Action 52, but with Capcom characters, man. No, it won't be 52 Capcom games on one cartridge. It would be Action 52 with the Capcom characters like Mega Man and a Cheetah Man. Mega Cheetah Man-tastic!
Once I own Capcom, maybe I'll even review the Archie Mega Man comics on my show. Yeah, probably not.
Does Battle Geek Plus have their own Linkara? It's funny that they put, I don't remember if I said this in the Linkara episode, but Linkara has a character called 90s Kid. And the whole point of the 90s Kid character is, whoa, that's so wacky. That's so tubular. Guns. And like, it's just, again, it's like this hyper exaggeration of like 90s kids, right? So it's funny that we have this Battle Game Plus person who's basically the same shtick, and then you have a comic reviewer right afterwards.
Fantastic!
Once I own Capcom, maybe I'll even review the Archie Mega Man comics on my show.
Which, by the way, there's this insane Brazilian, just like there's an insane Brazilian Street Fighter comic, there's this insane Brazilian Mega Man comic that I want to get into. It's the same tier where it's like, if I recall correctly, there was like graphic violence and nudity in it for whatever fucking reason, and it's just this insane fucking thing. The problem is I'm not familiar with Mega Man whatsoever. Like I played Mega Man 1 and 2 on the NES, and that's about it. So
You're probably not.
Raymond Dox Stroha. I'm not doxing anybody. I'm not pulling a Sniper Wolf.
Resident Evil, Raccoon City, Survivor 3, Code Veronica 5. It's gonna be a beast.
You should give me Capcom. If I were running it, I'd re-release Resident Evil 6 with the upgraded textures, and the game wouldn't suck balls this time.
Okay, this guy should have fucking bought this. This guy should be president.
I would insist.
That's all I'm gonna say. This was towards the middle of Capcom's 2010s Dark Age, right? Yeah, this was 2015. So this is after Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This is after what else was going on at the time? Was this after Dead Rising 4? I forget, but this is after Asura's Wrath, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This is after, definitely after Resident Evil 6. I think Street Fighter 5 was in beta around this time, right? Yeah, they had the Street Fighter 5 beta around this time, but it didn't come out, so nobody knew that game was gonna suck ass.
That Hiroyuki Kobayashi could not leave his house unless dressed as a duck. That's a deal breaker.
What would I do if I owned Capcom? I would burn the DMC reboot to the ground and restore Dante to his former sexy gothic glory. Ignore the second game though.
If I owned Capcom, I'd make every character Barry Burton.
Even Mega Man.
Everyone! If I were to own Capcom, I would make my cousin Dan the ultimate Street Fighter champion and rename the series.
Is this guy what? Is this guy a Street Fighter? Is this guy a Street Fighter OC?
Dan Fighter 2.
Capcom, talk about Capcom, I love it. Oh, good company. The yellow and the blue logo, my favorite logo, man. Right next to
I'll agree with the better textures part.
No, that is not Solid Snake.
Okay. Sorry about the coughing. Like I said in the beginning of this, I am a little bit sick. But the better textures part, it is insane how bad the textures were in that game. MT Framework in general, like Monster Hunter World's textures weren't the best either. And it is insane just like how crippled that engine is by like the end of its life. Where it's like you couldn't fucking make anything good looking with it after a certain point. It was just like everything was just such fucking trash on that thing.
EA.
Man, if I buy Capcom, I'm gonna make them buy me lunch.
It's like, I think I said this in my Monster Hunter video, the first Monster Hunter video, where I was like bitching about World Fans. I made a video where I was bitching about World Fans, and I said it was basically the Japanese version of the Creation Engine, which sadly that example has only become more true as the Creation, well, actually less true, because the RE engine is an actually good engine, but Creation Engine 2 is not. So it's like, that was a whole big complaint I had about Starfield, right? It's like they were bought by Microsoft and then they didn't make it in Unreal Engine or anything like that. They just had to make it in Creation Engine 2, right? And then for whatever fucking reason, it wasn't that significant of an upgrade. Like I checked out Starfield for like a few minutes and I saw the mocap and the facial animations and I'm like, yep, it's the same Bethesda fidelity, you know, the lighting's a little subpar, the fucking faces look fucking awkward, the animations are fucking awkward, the controls are still not the standard first-person shooter, you know, first-person, third-person shooter, like competent controls that the industry has had for like 20 years now. It's like, I don't want to say Starfield's a bad game, but I was playing it and I was really hoping Bethesda would get their fucking act together, you know?
Cause I'll be broke.
Hello, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and if I owned
This review bra guy has instantly become my most favorite character in this whole video.
Capcom, I would force them to make nothing but text-based adventure games. Truly, the future of gaming.
Let's see, if I owned Capcom, I'd probably just use it as a front for my Argentinian drug business. It's a living, don't ask. It's a living.
Well, I clearly have a vision for this that you do not understand. I mean, if I get Capcom, I'm going to make an equal gender representation, half men, half women, to balance the rest of the planet, and the men are going to wear the skimpy outfits. So, what do you do? I didn't really think this through.
I was just gonna sell it to the Chinese for parts.
You know, Street Fighter 4.
Sell it to the Chinese for parts. It's a company.
Had a lot of upgrades. You know, if I were to own Capcom, I would skip Street Fighter 5 and go straight to Street Fighter 6. Yeah.
That's what they should have fucking done. Oh, that is one of the weirdly best aging jokes in this fucking video.
Genius. When I own Capcom, I'm gonna make it so Phoenix Wright has to be in Street Fighter, so he can give the objection finger to M. Bison!
Why in Street Fighter though? He's already in Marvel vs. Capcom. Like it's like in the era where we're seemingly not getting Marvel vs. Capcom anymore. Yeah, it makes sense to like ask for like a guest character in Street Fighter, right? But like back then, like MVC 3 was still a game that was being played, and like I think when did Ultimate UMVC 3 came? You know, it was months after MVC 3. Now that I remember, so like it around this time, like this was like a few years before Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So it's like, I don't know, it's such a weird thing. I guess in hindsight it's obvious, but like back then, 2015, we didn't even know we were gonna get another Marvel vs. Capcom. So I guess there's that to it.
You know what I do if I own Capcom? Instead of Marvel vs.
Oh, right. He said he didn't know what Capcom was, so of course he was going to sell it for parts. Yeah, that makes a little more sense.
Capcom, I'd make Disney vs. Capcom. I mean, they own all the Marvel characters anyway. And
it doesn't make the joke funny, but at least it makes a little more sense.
This way, you'd have the opportunity to have Chun-Li kick Mickey Mouse right in the face. Don't tell me none of you haven't thought about that.
What about Marvel vs. Capcom? Speaking of Marvel vs. Capcom. Evil laugh.
You know what I do if I own Capcom? Instead of Marvel vs. Capcom, I'd make Disney vs. Capcom. I mean, they own all the Marvel characters anyway, and this way, you'd have the opportunity to have...
You know, my dream crossover fighter is just Capcom versus Capcom, because like it's... Again, this is before MVCI, so they haven't seen the ramifications of Disney fucking completely ruining that fucking game. I want to see a crossover fighter where Capcom is not held back by some other company. I want to see a game where like the Street Fighter guys can fight the Mega Man guys and the DMC guys, right? And like the Monster Hunter characters and all that shit, right? I just want to see Capcom versus Capcom. I just want to see a game where they're not going to be held back by Disney being all like, oh, can you put Black Panther in there? Can you put Captain Marvel in the game? It's like
Chun-Li kicked Mickey Mouse right in the face. Don't tell me none of you haven't thought about that.
Hey, just thought about how Phoenix Wright can randomly I can't read. Can randomly combo you with the objection finger. Yeah, I like that. That's my favorite thing about Phoenix Wright in MVC3. All of his attacks are just like the most innocent things. Like his launcher is just him sneezing at you, and then sometimes he doesn't even fucking fight you. He just sends Maya after your ass. So I don't know. It's fucking funny.
If I own Capcom, I could finally have them release.
We need more characters like that in fighting games. I remember there's like a Persona fighting game where they have like I'm not really a huge Persona like connoisseur. I've only played Persona 3, but like. And even then, only like a tiny bit of Persona 3, right? But I remember there was a Persona 4 fighting game where they had to do with a baseball bat, and he had this unique mechanic where, like, based on like what the balls did, like if he hit like home runs or like if he struck out or stuff like that, it would like change aspects of like his moveset, if I recall correctly. We need characters like that with just like really batshit, like either really funny shit going on or like really batshit mechanics, just like a joke character. We need more of that archetype in fighting games, man.
Release Monster Hunter Online in the US, as well as what
Capcom All Stars 2, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. We need like a full like Capcom All Stars game, pretty much, or even Capcom versus SNK again, because I imagine SNK's not gonna fucking sit there and be like, oh, you can't have MODOK, you can't have the silly characters,
whatever the hell Mega Man universe was supposed to be.
Capcom? If I own Capcom, I could bring back the Mega Man X series and kill off Axel, because no one likes Axel. If I own Capcom, I'll make them buy Atari and make them release the Atari Capcom Jaguar 2.
If I were to own Capcom, I would make my buddies Zangief and Juggernaut starters in the Capcom Bowl, man, because we're part of a team.
I'll tell you what, if I owned Capcom, the directors...
I hate how much the Juggernaut has been ruined for me, where it's like, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
Been telling me about the series called Resident Evil that's apparently just sort of gone by the wayside. They haven't done very much with it lately. I would try and revamp that series, make it more about that suspenseful survival horror that the director oh so loves very much.
I'd make more Disney games.
They made Disney games?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
They were the best.
Those do seem to be doing very well in the film market right now. All right. If we were to buy Capcom, revitalize the Resident Evil series, and make more Disney games.
Now's not a good time to admit that I've never played a Resident Evil game, right?
When I own Capcom, I'm gonna put fatalities in all of their games.
Like, is this supposed to be like a Joker kind of character or some shit? I've seen this character like twice by now, and it's like this has to be a Battle Geek Plus character or some shit, where it's like this video is just too fucking bloated, man. There's too many fucking people.
That's not Capcom. That's Mortal Kombat.
It will be Capcom.
Alright, Capcom, TV series based on the original Mega Man. Starring John Stamos.
Speaking of that, I'm kind of excited for the DMC anime. Again, I'm not really like an anime guy, but like the Netflix, well, there was already a DMC anime, but the Netflix DMC anime, I'm kind of excited for that. Dante looks he looks a little interesting in that, from what I've seen. The tiniest little sliver that I've seen that they've been willing to show. But I mean, it seems interesting so far. I mean, they didn't take it in some terribly awful route so far, so there's a lot of relief from that.
If I took over Capcom, I would.
It'd be like the end of days if Disney bought Capcom. Yeah, because like you have to imagine like all of the things that Capcom like does as a company that Disney would just not be okay with. Like I joke frequently, like all the damn time, that Capcom is like one of the horniest fucking companies on earth. But sorry, that lemonade is really hitting me. You know, I've joked many a time that they're one of the horniest companies on earth, and you know, truth be told, like they do go a little too far with it sometimes. But in a lot of instances, that's kind of part of their charm, right? And you know, in the modern day, that kind of thing is just more okay than it was back then. But Disney still seems to be like against that, right? Where like I imagine if Disney got their hands on Capcom, they'd be like, there needs to be a Captain Marvel for the Capcom. You know, you need Jill Valentine to be the original Avenger, and it's like stupid fucking shit like that.
Finally achieve my
John Stamos would be pretty epic.
greatest dream, bringing over the second Miles Edgeworth game. I mean, come on, it's already made. Why didn't they bring it over here? Sure, we got that other Phoenix Wright game, the one where you had to defend a killer whale. I'll take over Capcom, and then it'll be mine.
I forget which one it was. I remember there's this terrible case that everybody hates. I don't remember if it's Roundabout Big Top or if it's another one. But I recently played Roundabout Big Top, and I was kind of playing it. I don't know if that's the bad one that I've been hearing about, but I played that one, and I'm like, oh, this one's okay. It's still not anywhere near as good as any of the other cases in the first game, you know. But you know, at least the two cases beforehand, the what was it, Turnabout? The one with like the spirit channeling and the fucking whatever. Was it Turnabout Big Top? That was the bad one. I remember there was a bad circus one. Oh, it's soon as watching over the Devil May Cry Netflix anime. Okay, that's good to know. That is actually really good to know. It does look a lot like what I would expect like a DMC anime to look like. So, you know, just based on that is a lot of relief.
Excellent. Hey, Lottie, why don't we sit back and let them go at it for a while? Should be entertaining. All right then, let's let the next round of bidding begin.
I bid 80 Canadian dollars.
$100.
127.
What? Oh, God damn it.
146.
128.
That's
I don't think we can go any higher
I don't
than
think we can think of a number higher than that.
Stop it.
That's how it be, guys. It's I don't know if anyone else is. I know that I got this observation from a Curtis Connor video, so it's not like the most original thing in the world. But I like how furries just kind of have like a lot of fucking money for no reason. Like, has anyone else noticed that?
You.
I bid 200 grams of wheat. which Jimmy mixed into his drink, and we were supposed to use that to bid, Jimmy.
222.
237.
Okay, I'm really liking this guy.
300.
God damn it. I'll bid again.
Are we bidding in euro?
Is this guy like a metalhead reviewer? I just realized this is Ozzy Osbourne and then there's fucking Kiss over here.
God damn it.
Is it just dad metal, or is this guy into like a lot of the good stuff? I kind of hope he's into like some of the more obscure stuff.
I'll bid again.
Are we bidding in euro?
Circus one is terrible. I still haven't gone through it to this day. I'm trying to remember because I kind of faintly remember there being multiple circus ones. The one I played was Turnabout Big Top. That's what it was called. And I played that one and it was only okay. So I'm wondering if there's like another bad circus one. I remember there being multiple. Unless I'm just like gaslighting myself or something.
Copy of Final Confession.
Fur?
Phil Cresta's story.
Capcom, what I'd pay with my pocket money, I'll give you 25p and a stolen shoe for it.
Okay, this is it. I got it right here.
350.
467.
When They Cry, Higurashi, the Genion original English release. This is worth like $7 million. This for Capcom. Even trade, fair, straight up.
9,417 Schrute bucks.
500.
A state-of-the-art, cutting-edge, miniaturized, aperture science weighted companion cube.
1,800.
God, it just goes on.
Turkish lira.
Tranquilizers.
I remember Turkish lira still exists.
You are just so smart.
It just goes on.
Wait, no, actually, I want that.
Fish and bread.
The one in the second game is what I was thinking about. Yeah, that's Roundabout Big Top. Was that one supposed to be the bad one? Because like, it's not the best case. Like, obviously there, like I said, there were way better ones in the first game. But even the second game, you know, so far from what I played, has just had much better ones.
Tasty sandwich. We've been a tasty sandwich.
But at the same time, it isn't as bad as like I've heard it described to me. So I'm not entirely sure.
$573.
Oh, come on. How dare you pick a number that is different than ours?
I'm an organ donor. Do you need one?
781. 832.
Yo, I bid like $900, man. You can buy the Panasonic 3DO for that much money.
1408.
Preposterous. 60.
Oh no, review bra. Now he's a review bro.
878.
God damn it.
I don't know, it's just dull. It definitely was dull. And it was kind of weird too. Like everybody had a thing for Regina Berry, even though she's like 16. I get it, it's Japan, like the things are different over there, but I was kind of playing that one and like, bro, at least wait a couple years, right? Like
I will find you and I will kill you.
4,073.
7,421.
Oh.
Capcom, more like fucking dead in the water.
A paint roller.
get it, cause Capcom bad. Because there's evil Capcom. There used to be good Capcom, but now evil Capcom.
Gaff tape. Some random fucking chunk of wood. I don't even know what it is. Please.
I feel like this is like the most creative I've been on stream, but simultaneously this is the most bored. Like I'm sitting here all like, I can't believe I'm fucking watching this shit.
Oh crap, I forgot the number. What was the number we were gonna do?
It was between 1 and infinity.
Yeah, well, but it was between 1 and infinity, and it had like a 6 in it.
715 skimillion Disney dollars.
I bid $5,000 because I usually give that to charities because I'm a football player and I make a lot of money and it's tax deductible.
Over 9,000. Yeah, I went there.
Hey. They're literally running out of jokes at this point. Now it's just no. Literally running out of jokes.
Hey, stop this auction right now.
And who might you be?
You know when you're running out of jokes and you're having to fucking do you're having to fucking do this. Maybe that's an indicator that the video should have ended a bit ago, don't you think?
I am Dev Ill, President and CEO of EA motherfucking Games.
Oh no, EA is gonna buy them, guys. Just like how Microsoft also, in other recent news, Microsoft also just bought Activision, right?
So you own EA Games, huh? That was it.
I kind of wonder if any Activision stuff is gonna wind up on Game Pass now. Like, are we gonna get like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 day one launch on Game Pass? That would actually be kind of cool. But also at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Are they really gonna make Activision a more charitable company? Because I really have my doubts about that. What is even happening? Wait, something is happening. Exactly. It's this entire video is just Capcom go belly up. So now they have to sell. They have to liquidate. And this nostalgia critic come up and he said, "Oh, I give $2." Then someone else say, "I give $3." And it goes for 14 minutes.
The dirty thing you did to Maxis.
Hey, it's just business. You understand business, right? Anyway, so
I lost the plot when the video started. School emoji. I never lost the plot, but I stopped caring about the plot. It's like this video doesn't really have a plot though. It's just nostalgia critics say $2, then game dudes say $3.
I'm gonna need this auction stopped yesterday because according to this contract, EA owns Capcom.
Oh no, guys, they own Capcom. That explains why they're so evil.
And who are these people?
Oh, they are the producers of Channel Awesome who are participating in this auction.
Oh, right. The Channel Awesome, the Awesome Channel, right. Yeah. So they have that nostalgic, angry nerd critic show fun time, right?
That's the Nostalgia Critic.
Oh!
We basically have fucking Nintendo Switch Johnny Cage right here.
Wait a minute. If EA owns Channel Awesome, then I could have that nostalgia.
Dude, I was playing Mortal Kombat 1, and while I was on my trip to Colorado, I was playing Mortal Kombat 1 with some of my buddies. They showed me MK1 on the Switch, and I was appalled. I was appalled that they could release something like that.
Nostalgic, angry nerd critic give good reviews to our Madden and Battlefield games, and sales will go boop, 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 through the roof.
But he reviews movies.
Oh, the untapped profit margins. Nostalgic, angry nerd plays these games, so you have to too. Haha.
Hey, just wait a darn minute.
What would really complete the like Channel Awesome script for this video is if the angry video game nerd for no reason just had a cameo. I'm kind of predicting that now. They have to have James Rolfe in this video somewhere for no fucking reason. And his entire like script in the video is completely written by Doug, so he's not going to be funny like he usually is.
Okay, now EA owns the Awesome Channel and Capcom. What do you think of that?
Objection!
The hell do you want, you underpriced, overpaid lawyer scum?
That's not a legally binding document. That's a napkin with words written with Sharpie.
It is a legal binding document. It's how I acquired Maxis.
Well, according to Section 28 of Company Acquisition Law, Penal Code 73, Paragraph 17, a napkin is not considered a legal binding document.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I hate that I predicted exactly this, where he's like, "You can't buy Capcom."
Sure.
All right then.
Here's Phoenix right to tell you that.
In that case, I'll take Capcom, Channel Awesome, by force.
He is Nintendo Switch Johnny Cage.
Wait, there's a rule about hostile takeovers.
All right, continue the auction, laddie. I'll hold them off. But Mr. McDuck, you need to make sure that Capcom does not fall into the wrong hands, especially his.
Come on, McDuck. You know EA Games has the Midas touch? I mean, all we do is we take the same game and we reskin it, tweak the stats a little bit, sell it back at $60 when it could just be DLC. It's like I'm just sneezing money right out of my damn nose.
Is it a legal binding document though? Yeah, basically. Like just predicting the video.
Well, corrupt business practices do not accompany me.
I know for copyright, you can literally write something on a napkin and you own the copyright to whatever's written on the napkin. Like I know in some cases, for content you create, it actually is legally binding to have something written on a napkin. But obviously in this case, I don't think it would be.
All right, fine then. You want a piece of me, McDuck?
What happened to the mic quality?
All right, let's continue the auction.
Is it me or did the audio quality just go to shit?
According to Hostile Company Takeover Law 207, oh, forget it.
10,000 on the official day with a hand
Yeah,
up.
but we don't have that kind of money.
15,000.
17,000.
Hey, McDuck, you like money,
Did my hearing just go worse or something? Like what's going on?
right? Hey, have a couple
Whoa, we've been at this for almost 2 hours. What the fuck?
billion on me. I wipe my ass with this stuff.
I don't need your dirty money.
I think they forgot to put music in this part. Hey guys, if your video is too long to like watch it through, like don't you think that's an indication that it's too long? Maybe you could have cut some shit out. Maybe I'm just gonna highlight this again. Like maybe
I never trust a dollar I didn't earn.
$32,767.
where's the music?
35,000.
35,001.
I thought we were in.
I'm not trying to be mean here. It's just like this is way too long. My videos tend to be pretty long, but like I at least watch them through and make sure like for the most part they're free of any issues to go through, right? Or like I at least make sure like the video like there's at least somewhat of a reason for it to be so long, right? But it's just repeating the same people over and over again. If this is supposed to be showcasing all of the Battle Geek Plus people and the Channel Awesome people, you've already done that in like the first 10 minutes. You're clearly running out of people to keep giving these clips to because you're having to recycle people over and over and over again. And I get that's how an auction works. But at the same time, it's like if you can't even stand to watch your video in full and remember, oh shit, I forgot to put music here, that's probably an indication that your video probably needs to be shorter, or you need to be more careful while you're editing. Because like forgetting music is just kind of, I don't know, man.
This together.
Oh no, I'm going out on my own now.
Oh, they probably had copyright. That would explain the audio quality. That's true. They probably had copyrighted music and they had to use the shitty YouTube editor to cut it out. That must have been what it is. Holy shit, you're so right, Kazuma.
Oh, in that case, how about, here we go.
Now I'm curious what music they had in this part. Copyright has been like a really long-standing issue that Channel Awesome has had for like its entire existence. It was actually the reason Doug went and created that guy with the glasses. So it is a little funny that like these Battle Geek Plus people, it seems like, yeah, these Battle Geek Plus people just kind of like shoehorn copyrighted stuff into like a Channel Awesome video pretty much.
We give you some genuine EA stock. 50% of the company.
Your ill-gotten stock does not interest me.
Well, I have more napkins.
You're so right, because this does sound like if you use like not an AI necessarily, but if you used like if you used a filter to remove like the music out of something, because like because all of this was probably burned into one single audio channel, so it kind of had to use like an elaborate filter, I imagine, to fucking get all that shit out. What I'm confused by is like even after that filter is applied, usually you would still hear remnants of the music every now and then. So I am curious what music they used in this part. But it looks like even the sound effects were filtered out.
45,000.
46.
Then again, I am assuming they put sound effects there.
1,853. $20
I bid the Sega Saturn and the Code Veronica and the Dreamcast with this. It's Power Stone too, please.
486,812.
I can't get in close. I have to try an aerial assault.
An aerial assault? Look at this place. You can't fly a jet in here.
I don't need to, laddie.
11,851.
Okay, so it sounds like they just switched over the music. So yeah, they must have used a song that got them into like copyright trouble. Why you wouldn't like... This is why I would pre-upload a video and then like schedule upload, and if there is any problems, I'll just go back and edit that part out and re-render it. So why they didn't do that, I'm kind of confused.
3,000. Well, that's smaller.
Count me out.
Ouch! Damn your pogo cane McDuck.
Cause I'm smarter than the smarties and tougher than the toughies. I bid my dojo. I mean, it's the only thing I own, even though it's actually legally owned by the Japanese government because I haven't paid the bills.
$6, a My Little Pony snail squirm figure, and a Wendy's Beast Boy toy that laughs.
You can have Clunk. I love him. He's cuddly and furry and annoying.
You want the big guns? We'll bring the big guns. 468,299.
I'm glad that's a number.
500,000.
300 euro. Oh wait, they're less.
You ready for my blood?
What the fuck happened here? Are those like iframes? Is that what they're trying to... I guess homie got iframes?
For my blood.
1 million yen.
This video literally just gets worse as it goes on.
All right, I'm gonna bid the game ball.
Like already there was like no plot, and now there's like even less somehow.
That we used to win the Capcom Bowl back when I was with the Capcom Commandos. Go team!
1 million. No, wait, no, I don't actually have that. No, strike that one. 1 million.
Fucking hop on RE6.
What the hell was that? I thought we were fighting.
I'm your opponent.
Fine. I didn't know about Capcom anyway.
£2,686.72.
Soul! 1 soul! How about your soul these days? What's the conversion rate for souls for English dollars?
XD4 quadquadrillion dollars.
700 billion Deutschmarks.
9 million!
Okay, they're not buying it.
Now, I've thought this over reasonably. I've actually assessed the market on this one.
I would sell Jack Black's entire pornography career.
54 million, that's about as high as I
The
can.
way this video is being dragged is insane. Exactly, it's like, did this need to be 40 minutes, man? Like I'm gonna keep highlighting this fucking number just to prove my point. Like, did this need to be this long?
Reasonably
We
go.
have 10 minutes left. What else could they possibly do for 10 minutes? It looks like it's just Dr. Insano knockoff. And then there's like a long credit sequence. How long is this credit? Like a almost 5 minutes credit sequence?
Oh, I mean, come on.
Dude, I bid my own copy of Action 52. I think I left it at my mom's house.
149 million.
$23 trillion!
Oh.
200 trillion.
I have to say, I love I love this guy's shirt so fucking much. Every time it cuts to him, I'm kind of like, I hate that I'm forgetting this actor's name because I know who he is. He's the guy from like Married with Children. I love this guy so fucking much.
Oh.
$200 trillion.
$250 billion, 800. Wait, do you accept IOUs?
All right, McDuck. You have forced me to reveal my true form.
Bless me, bog pipes! I always knew there was something devilish about your business practices! What the devil is going on? And I mean that literally!
I will take Capcom and Channel Awesome into the EA Vortex.
Uh-oh.
That evil company being bought by more evil company.
Brace yourselves!
This isn't good.
Now become a part of EA Games.
Oh no, Mr. McDuck! What are we gonna do? I've got an idea!
I'm just depressed now. Why did I do this to myself?
I can close the power of the vortex with my #1 dime. But if you get sucked into the vortex, you might never return. Don't worry, laddie. I've gotten out of worse situations.
It's all over. Capcom and Channel Awesome will be mine. Fuck you, nostalgia critic.
Not on my watch, you pathetic, blundering pilferer. I'm going to take you with me. All right, laddie, here I go.
You know, if you're just gonna... The whole copyrighted music thing, to me, is still kind of confusing, because if you're just gonna use video game music, why didn't you use it all the way through? Unless they happen to use video game music earlier, and that just happened to be copyright, because, you know, YouTube is kind of fucked like that sometimes. So maybe that's what happened, but I don't know. It's kind of... I'm kind of sitting there all like, why didn't you just use Street Fighter music or, like, Ace Attorney music the entire time? I don't know. It's like...
Mr. McDuck! All right, Meg.
Or once again, like I said earlier, it's like, why don't you pre-upload the video and schedule it? There's so many benefits to just uploading a video ahead of time, because then when you schedule it, YouTube can encode all the other copies of the video. That's actually how I launched an 8K 60 FPS HDR video, like I did with the DMC5 remaster, where it's like, if you just upload it well ahead of time and let YouTube process it in the background and then just release it after it's done processing, not only do you have all of the copyright issues made apparent to you, and then you can go back and fix the video before anyone even has to see it. You also have all of the resolutions available, so your video is shown in like the best possible light, and it's just kind of I don't know. You'll also have like subtitles and closed captions available, assuming you don't generate them yourself. And it's like there's so many pros to this, and it's kind of like the fact that they had a whole section that was kind of knocked out by copyright. Either they didn't want to go back and replace it, which to me is a little bizarre, because I'm assuming this didn't take a lot of editing. It's just stitching clips together, or oh, fucking God, this dragged on too long. Yeah, exactly. It's like
Capcom fall into the right hands.
Pie! I will offer pie!
I am Pie from Nostalgia Critic. Pie going once, pie going twice, and so...
It's Linkara.
Greetings, Channel Awesome. It is I, Dr. Holocaust, Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius.
Dr. Holocaust?
Oh, it's Dr. Holocaust.
Nostalgia Critic, my old nemesis. I see you and the rest of Channel Awesome are bidding for... what is this? Capcom, you say?
Now I'm more curious about these Battle Geek Plus people. Is this literally just a Channel Awesome ripoff? Because they have a Linkara guy. They have a Spoony guy. They have an Angry Joe guy. What is this shit? Let's finish this video first, but maybe afterwards I'll maybe check out this video. Check out this channel a tiny bit. They get about the same amount of views as I do, so I'm kind of like, they have a lot more subscribers though. That's kind of, jeez, that's kind of scary. It makes sense for me to not get too many subscribers. I mean, for me to not get too many views because I don't have too many. But like, it's this many people subscribed and there's only like 37 views on some of these. I'm not like view shaming these guys, but like 8,000 subs. What the fucking hell? Okay.
Well, if
back to
the
this shit.
great Dr. Holocaust owned Capcom...
Excuse me, what? Doctor Who? Exactly. Like I was sitting there for a second and I'm like,
I could take control.
I'm not trying to be like a PC SJW here, but I feel like even back then on like early internet humor, like a doctor named Dr. Holocaust for like no good reason probably still wouldn't have flown, right? It would be funny if like his name was Dr. Holocaust and like he was sort of like he was sort of like a weird parody of that time period, but like it, because then like the name would then be a joke at that point, right? And there would be something to it. There would be like a reason he would be named that. But like for him to be just be called Dr. Holocaust, and then like I see like is this supposed to be like a Wonder Wolf or some fucking shit here, or like I don't get it. This is literally like a Spoony Dr. Insano ripoff. I wonder if I can find don't watch this fucking don't watch this idiot. I wonder if I can find any fucking. It's basically like. It's basically the fucking. Where do I recognize this song from? Oh, Weird Science. It's the fucking. Oh, what's his name? What's the name of that fucking band? That's fucking great. Speaking of earlier in the stream where we were like, oh, we should make a dream channel awesome where it's like actually talented people. Spoony is one of the few people from the real channel awesome that I feel like could be carried over to like the dream channel awesome, right? Because Spoony was an actually like talented, funny person. Like, well, not anymore, but back when he was like actually motivated to make videos, right? He was actually really good at what he was doing. He was one of the reasons people actually came to Channel Awesome, to that guy with the glasses, besides Doug Walker. So I don't know. It's basically just this guy is just Dr. Insano. Like this guy is just Dr. Insano though. It's
of Dr. Wily's robot army, all of Shadowloo and Umbrella Corporation. Imagine what I could create with all the blows in the palm of my hand. Like robotic bio-zombie dinosaurs.
That's insane that there's like a parallel like mirror universe of Channel Awesome where it's like you have their version of Linkara and their version of fucking Angry Joe and their version of fucking Spoony, and it's what the fuck is going on here?
That know martial arts.
And then you have Channel Awesome. Presumably after all of the cool people left. So you just have this big hodgepodge of people who don't fucking need to be there.
Arts. Ooh, then I could get really crazy and release Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 and then produce Mega Man Legends 3.
Well, Dr. Holocaust, will you be participating in today's auction?
Ah yes, my good man. So, Nostalgia Critic, I see you bid pie. Well then, withdrawing from my vast fortune spread across several bank accounts of European origin, not required legally of course, I propose this modest amount of pie. +1!
Alright, I have pie +1 from Dr. Holocaust!
I got 10.
I just remember the name of the band. It was Oingo Boingo.
Are you just spouting gibberish, Nostalgia Critic? You know you can't beat my illegally funded bottomless European bank accounts.
Yeah, 40, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50,
fact, I'll throw in pi +2 just to rub it in your face. You'll need a bad credit card to outbid me.
No, are they seriously gonna do this fucking bit again? Are they gonna do the fucking bat credit card again? He's gonna look at the camera all smug and he's gonna be like, he's gonna hold it up and he's like, I have a bat credit card.
Call, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know what that is, but I'm just gonna call it out because I'm bidding. I'm bidding. Oh my god, okay, over here. Did you see me? I want Capcom.
No, over here. Capcom is mine. Me.
Give me that. 20, 25, 60. These numbers don't make any sense. I'm just saying numbers. 40.
All right, critic, you asked for it. I'll give you pi +3.
Pi +3, going once, going twice.
Capcom is mine.
And sold. Oh, it's Donkey Kong.
What the fuck?
Well, Donkey Kong, will you be participating in today's auction?
What the fuck does Donkey Kong have to do with this?
Donkey Kong, how dare you interrupt my victorious bid, you inferior simian!
So you're gonna bid pi +4?
No worries, I'll just transfer extra money from my bottomless European bank accounts. Let's just... Yes, that should do it. Prepare to taste defeat, Donkey Kong and Channel Awesome.
Pi +4 from Donkey Kong!
Wait, why hasn't the money transferred yet? Wait, there's a clog in the network.
Why is there Donkey Kong in this fucking video?
What is it, a series of tubes? Come on.
Pi +4 going once.
Almost there. Wait, what? No, I don't want overdraft protection.
Pi +4 going twice.
And that should do it. Pi +5.
And sold to Donkey Kong.
What? Beaten by a split second? Full honky!
And Donkey Kong is the winner of this auction!
Damn you, overdraft protection! Well done, Donkey Kong. It looks like you've made a monkey out of me. Aha. And Channel Awesome. You may own Capcom, but at least I can still initiate my hostile takeover of EA Games and Activision.
I'm yawning. I'm fucking yawning right now. Oh, don't tell me they're gonna play fucking... You better not copyright my stream, you motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us hear it for Capcom.
This sounds like the beginning of some fucking 80s song.
New owner, Donkey Kong!
Under Donkey Kong's rule,
Okay, thankfully this does sound like penis music, so I'm probably safe.
Capcom once again became a prosperous company, making many new titles that featured Donkey Kong and famous Capcom characters.
Okay, that is a little fucking funny.
However, that didn't stop the producers at Channel Awesome from reviewing the new games and movies from the Donkey Kong and Capcom merger.
I'm confused. They didn't... You can't just randomly put Donkey Kong in a video, though. Like, I understand I randomly put Metal Gear references, but, like, for, like, you're integrating this into, like, a bigger bit, right? Where, like, the joke is, like, Donkey Kong saves the company. So, what does Donkey Kong have to do with any of this, though? Like... Maybe we'll find out who some of those people are. So, well, I'm not going to read their names. There's probably a lot of them. Looks like I think all of these people are Battle Geek Plus minus the Nostalgia Critics. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe these aren't channel. Maybe none of these are Channel Awesome people, except for Nostalgia Critic, of course. Which reminds me, why was Nostalgia Critic part of this video though? Like, because these are all Battle Geek Plus people. Right? So what was the relevance of having Doug Walker there? Because all Doug Walker did the entire video was wave his arms and be all like, oh, I'll give this much, and then people just like ignored him. So this video's hurting my fucking head, man. Okay, clearly all these people. Oh wait, are some of these Channel Awesome people gaming wildlife? Ask Lovecraft. Is it me, or is this credit sequence like stuttering a little bit? It's a bit of a nitpick. It's not like the biggest deal in the world, but it's kind of like, what? Dimanda Hagen. What the? No, I think there were Channel Awesome people in this, because there was that one animated guy, right? Isn't that like a Channel Awesome? At least I thought I saw a snippet of them on the Channel Awesome website in this video. I don't quite remember. I guess we'll see. Do they actually? Okay, are these tunes these days? Why was there a snippet of them earlier on the Channel Awesome website? Are these Channel Awesome people? I'm really confused. Let's go ahead and explore this Battle Geek Plus website, because my curiosity is like peaked at this point, where it's like addressing the 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐂𝐌 2023 incident about the idiot clout chase. What even is this? Okay, what do we got to say about 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐂𝐌? Does he got some bars to spit about Angry Joe?
Hey everybody, Ryan here, and I want to talk about the incident with 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐂𝐌 at Gamescom 2023 when this fan right here rushed up on stage and wanted, GTA 6.
Oh wait a second. Was this the one where like the dude walked up and he was like, oh, or wait, or am I thinking of something else? I guess we'll see.
Clinton and blah blah blah. So I was there in person at the Game Awards last year when the Bill Clinton kid came up. I'll just reiterate.
Okay, yeah, the fucking Bill Clinton kid.
Again.
I just remember that shit.
When it was happening, we were all standing up and clapping and giving a standing ovation for Elden Ring, so I couldn't really hear the kid that much. I did hear the Bill Clinton thing, and I was really confused. But this incident, I think idiotic clout chasers like this moron are kind of ruining things for the rest of us.
I was not even aware. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, Gamescom 2023. I haven't watched Gamescom in years, I'll be honest with you guys. So like I'm kind of, was there really a dude who ran up and was like, give us GTA 6, please?
Because what's going to prevent, like in the future, what if a guy with a freaking Uzi comes up on stage and, just...
Okay, that's quite the slippery slope, guy. I mean, I get where you're coming from. Like, maybe they should have security here. Like, maybe 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐂𝐌 should, like, have some people surrounding him. But, like, I think if a guy is sneaking an Uzi on here, like, you have bigger problems than just he's standing next to 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐂𝐌. Like,
unleashes his rage on the crowd, I think these venues and these events need way better security, and I do want to come back to the Game Awards this year, but I'm kind of on...
Can you please give us GTA 6? I want it so bad. I want GTA 6 so bad. Amazon deleted my books? What on earth is it? I'm most fascinated by the fact that this channel gets sort of like the same amount of views as I do, but like they have a lot more subscribers, which would mean that, like, again, I'm not trying to shame these people, but at the same time, it's like, and unless maybe this channel used to be like more relevant, kind of like DSP Gaming, where it's like there were a lot of people who subscribed and then like the channel just changed, and a lot of people just didn't subscribe, but they didn't watch the content either, because like, who in the fucking world is still watching DSP Gaming? So it's like maybe it's that kind of situation. Castlevania. Okay, now I'm really fucking curious. So this video was back in 2015. Is there any way where I can look up a video from these guys from, let's do oldest, Is there any way I can look up a video from these guys from 2015? Well, even back like 11 years ago. They're not going to start out with the most views like 11 years ago, though. Like right when they first start. Let's see. Presidential 10 years ago. Well, no, it seems like they consistently get around this amount of views. I'm kind of confused by this, guys. I'm not going to lie. Like, what the hell is this challenge? What the hell is this channel? They've been doing this for a long time, too. What the? If you're just joining us, we watched this. We watched the whole video I was planning to watch on stream, and then I was curious about these Battle Geek Plus people, and I'm sort of falling down like an entirely separate rabbit hole now. I meant for the stream to be a short one, but like now I'm just like too damn curious. Is this the '90s guy from this fucking video?
Dudes, Merry Christmas from Totally
God,
Tubular
he's
Tim, and on
a little too loud.
today's episode, I'm here to promote the greatest game of all time, man. Bible Adventure!
Some of my videos, I have to say, like, the audio isn't the best. It's not normalized the best. DaVinci Resolve actually put in a setting to normalize the audio for YouTube. So that's something I'm definitely going to experiment with. Obviously, this wasn't an option, like, 8 years ago. This wasn't a feature 8 years ago. But still, like, I have to, my hearing is impaired, so I at least have somewhat of an excuse for my audio to be kind of shit. I kind of have to wonder, like, who's editing this and decided this guy should, like, be screaming at the top of his lungs and then, like, not drag that down just a smidge.
So the geniuses at Wisdom Tree decided
Totally Tubular Tim.
it would be awesome if they can combine the Bible and
Definitely
video
a
games,
mystery.
because video games.
Yeah, like, it is weird that they get, like, around the same views as me, but they have, like, more than 8 times the number of subs, right? That is sort of a weird. Do all of these people still work for this Battle Geek Plus thing? It seems like some of them still kind of did. If we go back to latest, let's sort by popular. Maybe that would be a good compromise. Nintendo versus Sega. So this video did okay. Well, not okay. This video actually did pretty good considering the rest of their stuff. But this also has the Nostalgia Critic in it. And then same with this one. This also has the Nostalgia Critic in it. And so does it. Farewell Channel Awesome. Did these people used to be part of Channel Awesome? I better mute that before I get fucking claimed. This Assassin's Creed game looks kind of cool. I've never been an Assassin's Creed guy, but I know some people who are, and they definitely seem kind of hyped for this game, this Mirage game. I think it's like a reimagining of Assassin's Creed 1 or some shit. I don't quite remember.
Guys, Ryan from Battle Geek Plus here, and I'm sorry to say it is time for me to part ways with Channel Awesome. Working with Doug and the crew has been one of the best experiences of my life, and I wish them well.
So this was after 2015. So this Battle Geek Plus video that had the Nostalgia Critic in it, this was 2015. So these guys were part of Channel Awesome. So is this some weird, like, sub organization that existed within Channel Awesome? So you had Channel Awesome, and then you just had this other fucking channel called Battle Geek Plus within it that has its own, like, weird ecosystem of a shit ton of other people. Is that what happened? I'm kind of, like, amazed.
Well, and if you want to read a more detailed reason why I left Channel Awesome,
That's
you can
definitely
read
a
it on
pattern
Battle
here.
Geek Plus Tumblr, and I shall put a link down in the description below. And also, one of the reasons why I'm leaving Channel Awesome is because I'm going to be concentrating on writing my first video game related book. It's going to be a video game humor book, and I'm going to be publishing it through Amazon.
Oh no, is this can go one of two ways. It's either it either turned out to be a pretty good book, or it was a movie Bob tier book.
And also, I'm going to be...
I'm looking forward to talking about Movie Bob next stream. I definitely am. It's just like, I got to do way more research on the guy. I also got to do way more research on Nostalgia Critic because, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I wanted to give like a more full primer on Nostalgia Critic. The problem is I have to do even more research because there's this big Channel Awesome document that was like 18 pages long or some shit. And it was a lot of these like crazy accusations about Doug and some of the other people on Channel Awesome, and turns out some of those accusations weren't entirely true. So it's definitely one of those things where before I can do a Nostalgia Critic stream and look at some of the Nostalgia Critic like Capcom stuff, I definitely have to research that document and like definitely have to be able to like in order to add like insight to that kind of stream, I definitely have to do a lot more research and like know what I'm talking about as far as that goes.
Moving my awesome video game memories review show to Amazon Prime so I can show it to more audiences, and because I'm going to be focusing on those for most of the year, it's going to be really tough for me to hit the 2.
That is something a little fascinating about Amazon Prime. You can put literally anything on there. Like I originally thought the Amazon Prime like movies and shows on there, I thought those were just like, oh, okay, I guess Amazon maybe like hand selected these things, but it turns out you can put like literally anything on there, which is it's kind of funny.
2 videos a month requirement for Channel Awesome. So that
I wonder why this guy is moving away from YouTube necessarily and towards that, because Amazon Prime Video has so much dumb shit on it to the point where I'm like, why would you want to get lost within that crowd? Because at least YouTube's algorithm isn't the best, but at least it has an algorithm, and at least some people have successfully found my channel the way that YouTube is designed for them to find it. So I can't imagine putting yourself in the fucking pool of schlock that is Amazon Prime Video and hoping you just get like hoping you get like better monetization of your content on there.
pretty much wraps it up, so make sure to
I'm a little weirded out by that.
check out my detailed Tumblr post in the description.
Were these books deleted off of Amazon? That's another thing I gotta look into, actually. Because, yeah, he was just talking about that fucking book. So Amazon deleted all my books from 2 months ago. Yeah, I guess we'll see the finale of it. Oh, fuck God. Asana! 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 I don't know why that's so funny to me. Oh, okay. I thought this was another ad, but I think it's just Dragon Quest.
Brian here, and welcome to the Battle Blog. I got some really bad news regarding my books, and I'm sad to say that Amazon deleted all of my books recently thanks to Shueisha, every Dragon Ball YouTuber's favorite company aside from Toei Animation, who deals out content ID and channel strikes. Shueisha is the parent company that publishes all the Dragon Ball manga and many
That is insane. The fact that Movie Bob can make an entire book about Mario 3 and Nintendo doesn't give a shit. But no, if you talk about Dragon Ball, your shit just gets taken off right away. What the fuck?
Popular Shonen Jump series, and they just don't strike down people on YouTube. They've been expanding to other platforms as well, like fan-created books on their properties on Amazon. So both of my Dragon Ball related books, Play the Dragon and Vegeta Insane, were hit by Shueisha for copyright infringement, even though the art on the book covers were drawn by a friend, but I definitely do not own the rights to Goku and Vegeta, so I can kinda understand. They did this to me once a couple of years ago, and I was able to appeal to Amazon and still...
Yeah, copyright is one son of a bitch, where it's like, if I could just talk about a game and not have to feel paranoid that like one day Capcom will find my YouTube channel and be all like, oh, I don't like you doing this. And it's like, oh my fucking God. It's like,
list my books there. But this year in 2023, Shueisha hit me again, and Amazon finally caved in and deleted all of my books from the platform. I tried to appeal again, but Amazon said no. So I tried to start another account with my business name
and then speaking of copyright, that was another thing. If you guys are familiar with Kiwi Tapes, if this is more of that crazy internet people stuff, that's like my side hobby outside of YouTube. If you're familiar with Kiwi Tapes, which you're likely not if you're watching my channel, but there's someone else who commentates on these weird people on the internet. A lot of their videos on their archive channel was taken down by Airsoft Fatty. You might be familiar with that guy. That's the guy who drank the Fortnite chug jug and then fucking shaved his head and played in the fucking I almost said Shane Dawson for some reason. What's the dude's name? Oh fucking God. The weird guy that iDubbbz made the fucking documentary about and then like didn't do enough research on, and like I don't know, for some reason I'm forgetting his name, but he was in the Fish Tank, the show that guy did, and yeah, for whatever reason he just decided to fucking like copyright strike somebody who is like giving valid criticism against Airsoft Fatty, and then, you know, in order to combat the charges, Kiwi Tapes has to give out like his full name and his address and all this personal information, which will most definitely be doxed. Airsoft Fatty is definitely just gonna fucking put that shit on the internet and be all like, hey, all you dudes who Kiwi Tapes made a video on, this is where he lives. Like, it's like, so copyright is like such a fucking, it's a necessary evil, but like I feel like it wasn't fully like, it needs to be reworked. I feel like the system really needs to be reworked, especially here on YouTube, because like this can't just keep going, you know.
My business bank account, but the Amazon ninjas caught on to me and
makes me wonder if Nintendo is still bullying people with copyright. I know back in the Wii U era they used to, unless you joined their like copyright, not copyright, their Nintendo creator program or some shit, and then they had to axe it because it pissed people off, because of course nobody wants their videos of the new Zelda game getting fucking copyright struck the second it launches. So like it makes sense. You know, I'm thankful Capcom doesn't really do anything like that. Capcom does have a video partnership program. I don't really know if I want to join anything like that, because then I would be kind of under Capcom's whim, and I'm very critical of them many of the time. And I also want to be like independent from any big company. You know, I want to make sure whatever opinion I have, I'm able to express it, and I don't have to worry all like, oh, this company might not like it. You know, so I don't know. It's a weird situation with these fucking video programs. I'm just glad Capcom doesn't just like go on YouTube, type Street Fighter, and then knock down every video that's not part of the Capcom partner program. But yeah, I wonder if Nintendo does still do that. Probably not.
Deleted that account too. And this also happened with my friend Derek Padula, who writes really awesome Dragon Ball books, and he went through a lengthy appeal process a couple of years back, and he was still able to sell his books on Amazon, so I hope he remains there, but it might be a matter of time before he's taken down too, which I hope doesn't happen. So sadly, this means I can no longer post any more books to Amazon, and as of today, I've sadly decided to no longer write about other intellectual properties that aren't mine. And I know I could probably get away with doing video game related books like my Mega Man book and the Pat the NES Punk Ultimate NES guides, but my passion has been going more toward—
Oh, so this guy works with Pat Country. Does he? Okay, that's interesting.
Making games rather than talking about them, and I haven't written a book in a long time, so sadly there will be no Play the Dragon 2, which is a shame since the PS2 era of Dragon Ball games was the most popular, and sadly there's going to be no sequel to my Mega Man book or my Winner Is You book. I can probably try to post these books on other platforms like Barnes & Noble, but I don't want to take any chances and repeat this all again. And if I'm ever going to return to writing, I'm probably going to write an original book like for the Battle Geek Plus game, some original fiction, and stuff that does not—
Good on this guy for writing books though, like for real. I couldn't imagine writing a fucking book. Like I would not be able to do that. I can write hour-long scripts about like a video game, sure, but I couldn't imagine writing a full fucking book about something.
Involve intellectual properties that I don't own.
Even someone like me who tends to make things like a lot lengthier than they really need to be, like I still couldn't imagine. I feel like if I was to write a book, it would be a movie Bob tier book where it's like I gotta fill space, so I come up with weird anecdotes, and all of a sudden Rainin Noodles is the guy who skipped like his grandma's funeral to play Super Mario Bros. 3, right? Like I don't know.
On hiatus for now since I'm focusing more on game development.
Sorry, Grandma, I'm playing Street Fighter.
So I have put all of my legacy books available for free digital downloads in the description below, and you can easily put these on your Amazon Kindle, but sadly this means there will be no more physical copies of these books, so if you own any of my books physically, they'll probably end up being super rare collector's items, and I know I have a ton of videos on this channel that advertise my books, so I will have to change all of those links, so bear with me on that. So sorry.
That shit kind of sucks. I used to be in the Amazon Partners program. Well, it wasn't like a prestigious program or anything. It was just like you had referral links, and like I would refer people to like my computer hardware in case people wanted to buy the parts for my that I use for my computer. because I find them very useful for making videos and stuff. I eventually stopped getting enough clicks on that to warrant like Amazon leaving me in that program, so they eventually kicked me out. So it was a pain in the ass to go back to every video and like remove those links. Now keep in mind I have what, like 42 videos or some shit. Can I click this? I have what, like 42 videos, right? Technically 50, but I think this is counting all the live streams and all of the like, you know, not really like full videos, but I have 50 videos, right? I couldn't imagine going back and removing those links from, let's just play it safe and be all like 400 videos, right? That, God fucking damn, dude. That shit is crazy.
For the bad news, but it is what it is. You know, Amazon deleted all my videos off Amazon Prime 2 years ago, and it seems like they don't want any copyright infringing material on their site either. So thanks, Shueisha. Not. So
well, here's the weird thing about this, right? These books are getting taken down, but I was looking for stickers to stick on my water bottle. I bought a new water bottle and I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool if I had like Street Fighter and Resident Evil stickers on it? So I looked for that. I found Resident Evil Street Fighter stickers that were definitely not made by Capcom. They were definitely bootleg shit. So it's weird that Amazon is just willing to have that there, but for whatever reason, they see these books and they're like, oh, they're like, no.
All of that said, this ends this episode of the Battle Blog. I'm Ryan, and make sure to read some good books before Amazon deletes them. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like,
Popcorn Rocket Stream. Okay, what other interesting videos do these guys got? The Battle Block Amazon Prime video sucks. Oh, okay. Is this another
hey everybody
part where I'm like, this is probably the sequel to what I was saying earlier, where it's like, yeah, I couldn't imagine putting my videos on fucking Amazon Prime Video. You know, the flood of genuinely shit videos that are on there.
Ryan here with another quick update. I know I'm supposed to be on hiatus right now, but I got some bad news. So it looks like Amazon Prime is removing awesome video game memories from their platform, which is bullshit because I know there's other game reviewers like the Angry Video Game Nerd and Classic Game Room on there. But I also heard, you know, they're removing a lot more
awesome video game memories. So is this like, okay, let me type this shit in. Why does that sound familiar? Awesome video game memories. Why is this familiar? Okay, let's check out these Resident Evil ones.
Upgrade your style with our cutting-edge cyberpunk masks. Discover
footage from World of Long Plays.
Hey guys, want to see us play games? Check us out at twitch.tv/BattleGeekPlus. Goes Jill Valentine. More like Jill, will you be my Valentine? Oh.
That's how I be.
Valentine. The ideal woman for every pre-pubescent boy who had a PlayStation at the time.
Well, not pre-pubescent. You got weirdos like me.
A woman who could handle a gun, pick locks, and was referenced as a sandwich.
You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Thanks, Barry.
Okay, yeah, is this just a commentary show? Because I couldn't... If that's what this is, like, if it's just like, hey, here's what this game was, right? Like, here's just a blast from the past. Here's just me describing a game and commenting on it. I couldn't imagine why that would get taken off of Amazon, considering that is generally what the AVGN is. Now, the AVGN, he has skits, and like, I guess he shows maybe a little less of the video game than maybe this guy is, but I don't know, man.
A complete moron when it comes to the puzzles. I mean, I couldn't really solve.
I'm wondering why I seem to recognize this series. It's either I bumped into this series by complete accident and didn't realize these guys were making it, or I've heard about these from someone else. But
any of them by myself, so I confess I had to go to GameFAQs.
This seems a little familiar.
Figure out how most of these puzzles were solved. Yeah, so being the complete moron that I was, yeah, let's definitely not get started on the painting puzzle. Yeah, so what was really awesome about this game was all the journals and files you can read. Now, I remember playing Biohazard, where all the journals and files were in Japanese, but the voice acting was in English. I was finally happy that I was able to read all these in English. I remember that one guy that was like, yeah, I played poker with that guy and it was cheating, and hey, there was an accident in the lab, and then itchy, tasty, yummy, yummy. And there's a couple of tragic stories like, I'm turning into a zombie, I'm gonna end my life, farewell my love. A researcher got shot from the mansion when he was trying to leave. And also,
yeah, if it's just this guy like describing his like memories of a video game, I don't see why this would get removed off of Amazon, and then Movie Bob can make a book that's all like, I remember when I played Mario 3. It's like,
and they would only be a problem in future Resident Evil games, trust me.
No, fuck Amazon, man. Like, seriously, I know everybody says that. Everybody says fuck Amazon, but for real, like, fuck Amazon. Like, why are they taking this shit down? there is
for game reviews and let's plays, so I'm not going to be uploading anything more to Amazon Prime Video, so yeah, that sucks. So the 4 formerly exclusive Amazon Prime...
It's crazy to think Amazon probably has shittier copyright rules than YouTube.
Reviews God of War for the PS4, Detroit Become Human, Secret of Mana Remake, and Marvel Spider-Man will be coming here on the YouTube channel, probably next month in July, so stay tuned for that. I'm still going to be taking the short hiatus so I can get my Dragon Ball FighterZ, Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission, and the Dragon Quest XI review done. So anyways, that's the update for now. Stay tuned for the formerly Amazon Prime exclusive reviews, and take care. Also, fuck Amazon Prime.
By the way, have any of you guys seen Dragon Ball? Because I was wondering if I should start watching anime again. And specifically one of the shows, I know there's the whole meme of Dragon Ball where it's like, oh, they spend an entire like 10 episodes powering up and stuff, right? But I was wondering if like I should at least like give Dragon Ball a try, because like some of the lore for this series does seem a little interesting at the very least. I was wondering if there were some other animes. One of my coworkers was telling me about one called Lupin, or I guess it's Lupin, but there's no L sound in the Japanese language, so it's just Lupin. I don't know. It's like, let's see. Oh, there's also what were the other fucking shows? If we're talking like old school anime, there's also like Bleach, and then Full Metal Alchemist, stuff like that. I was wondering if I should try watching those kinds of shows. Oh, alrighty, yo, I'm about to head out. Y'all be safe and have a good one. Okay, yeah, thank you for stopping by so much, Kazuma. Yeah, I was hoping this would be a shorter stream. I'm sort of in like a rabbit hole right now, so I guess it's going a little longer than I was hoping. But I probably will end this soon. I did intend to keep this like a shorter one, kind of. But yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Those of you who are watching live, thank you so much. Those of you who are watching in VOD form, there's a decent amount of people who watch these as a VOD. So once again, to those people, thank you so goddamn much. I have to say, these streams are some of my most... I totally burped into the mic. These streams are some of my most like favorite things to do on this channel. Like making the full videos, they're cool and all, but they take like a lot of work to make. So for me to be able to just sit down and like talk about something that I find like vaguely interesting, and not have to do a shit ton of editing or anything for it, that's pretty valuable to me. So I appreciate you guys keeping it up. Also it's just more stuff to plug into the algorithm so that Capcom can figure out that YouTube can figure out that I'm a Capcom channel. So once again, thank you guys so much for supporting me. Stream will likely continue for a little bit more. I want to delve just the tiniest bit more into these Battle Geek plus people, and then I might just log off because once again I am a little sick. Yeah, but especially thank you so much to Kazuma. They've been a frequent viewer of my streams. They're consistently here, and it's so valuable having people who are consistently here. Same with Cheshire, same with Troha, same with V1. I noticed it's the same handful of people who keep making every stream, so big shout out to those fucking guys. Thank you so goddamn much for that. Like I said, we're gonna keep the stream going for a little bit. I wanna look into these people just a little bit more, and then we'll probably end it soon. Maybe at like let's call it at like 1 a.m. Let's give it another 30 minutes, and then we'll unless I find another rabbit hole, right? But yeah, once again, thank you guys so much. Marketing tutorials. Let's go back to videos, then let's go back to popular. Dragon Quest games on the PlayStation 5. Let's see, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 review.
Are you Zillowing houses in the burbs near your parents? Well, now you can also Zillow an 8.
Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. My name is Ryan, and I have a guest today, Damien.
I wonder why this series is so familiar to me. I must have heard about this from like another YouTuber or some shit. Like they must have passively mentioned it, and it must have like lingered in my subconscious or some shit.
Appeared in a couple of our old skit videos. Oh yeah.
The show does seem like kind of cool. It's funny that Channel Awesome gets more views than these guys, because like I was watching the tiniest bit of that Resident Evil video. Oh shit, it's almost 1. Yeah, exactly. I was meaning to go for like just like a couple hours, and it's already almost 1. It's like what the fuck. Anyways, I was talking, and I was watching a little bit of that review show with for Resident Evil 1 from these guys, and I was kind of getting into it. Like I was not ironically kind of for it, and it's crazy to think that Channel Awesome does like way better. Then again, Channel Awesome had Spoony for like the longest time, and they still have Angry Joe, I believe. So that's probably helping them quite a lot. But also, like, it is kind of weird that these guys don't get too many views. It seems like they're making a pretty competent show at the very least. I still can't get over this fucking thumbnail. This image of Doug Walker with his jaw all the way down. It's one of my most favorite fucking images on the internet, because it's just so goddamn great when you use it ironically. So I was so happy I could use that in the thumbnail.
You want to fight for it, you four-legged arachnid lover? Don't make me go change this map, because you know then I'll break your back. It's like you got mommy and daddy issues or something. Would you say a fly-eating, wall-crawling webhead?
But we're here today to talk about Marvel vs. Capcom.
Like, why couldn't Nostalgia Critics skits be like this? It was just a few seconds. It was all like, oh, you got mommy and daddy issues. And like the joke actually meant something, because Batman didn't have a mommy and daddy. So it's like,
wall-crawling webhead.
But we're here today to talk about Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Specifically 2, because it's on the Dreamcast, and Dreamcast is awesome. So I started playing Marvel vs. Dreamcast 2, like, way after the game was already like.
It is interesting that, like, these don't get... This only has 15,000 views, which is not... I mean, it's probably better than if I sat down and made an MVC2 video, but, like... Here's the thing. There is a market for, like, these retrospective videos, right? These retrospective videos get a decent amount of traction from what I've noticed. There is just simply a market for this kind of thing. So it's interesting that this awesome video game memory show seems like it doesn't really get that much. And then you have a Top Hat Gaming Man video on the same fucking game, and this has like easily 3 times as much views. And then it's like let's see. Let's look at what's on the side. There's a Wolf Den video that has more views than this. It's like an old school Wolf Den video too. And then there's like Marvel vs. Capcom arcade versus PS1 versus Dreamcast. Like there is a market for like these old like arcade video games, especially like a retrospective. Zach Adel being a creature. So there's like obviously the Maximilian video is gonna do really well because it's Maximilian Dude, but at the same time it's like the Nut Room is crazy. 22 million views. What the fuck is this? Looks like a Danganronpa shit. I don't like Danganronpa. It's cool if you guys do, but I'm not a Danganronpa guy. But it's like there is a market for this kind of shit. So it's weird that like I've never well, I seemingly have heard of this, but like at the same time, it's like it's weird that Channel Awesome, they have to clickbait Nostalgia Critic to get any views, when it's like this show is seemingly competent and like well put together enough to where it kind of does like deserve maybe like the tiniest bit more than this. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Then again, that's how I feel about all content on YouTube. I feel like a lot of stuff deserves a lot more views, and not just my own videos, but like a lot of videos I'll see where it's like, yeah, this I feel like the algorithm's kind of just fucking with this video at this point, because like I can imagine there's more than 15,000 Marvel vs. Capcom 2 fans, right? So it's like, I don't know, it's weird tangent aside, you know, it's this is a decent show, so I'm not going to comment too much on this one. I don't think I'll have any criticism for this. It's just, you know, Battle Geek Plus, this fucking awesome video game memory shows, I have to say, it's pretty great. I don't know why on earth Amazon is removing it, but you know, then Movie Bob can marinate a whole fucking chicken in like a Ziploc bag and then duct tape it. That's I said this at the beginning of the stream. I think I heard somewhere that he took a whole ass chicken, he put it in a Ziploc bag and marinated it in Mountain Dew, and then duct taped the end of it for whatever fucking reason to keep air from getting inside, and then he ate it. I don't remember if he cooked it or not, probably not, knowing Movie Bob, and he ate it and he got really sick. So it's like, then you have weird motherfuckers like that, where it's like, I swear Movie Bob views get more, Movie Bob, let's just type Movie Bob Capcom. Maybe Movie Bob will be my next stream. Maybe I'll go out of my way to research him, where it's like, Movie Bob videos will, like, this weird motherfucker will get like, okay, maybe the Capcom videos are not like the best example. Well, no, because then this one got like 47,000 views, and it's like, it's like there's people watching this fucking idiot instead of, I don't know, man. It's like, what the fuck? Review Velma. Okay, maybe I might sneak this into the Movie Bob stream. I am curious what he has to say about Velma, because if he didn't know, Movie Bob is this, he's this highly political, like, extreme, not gonna shit talk Democrats or Republicans, but he is this extreme Democrat, and then sometimes he's like extreme Republican, so it's like he can't fucking exists in the middle for some reason. He's either extreme. So like this isn't me shit talking Republicans or Democrats, but he has like the most extreme opinions on like both sides of the fucking political spectrum for some reason. So I am curious what he has to say about a show like Velma, which is like, not only is it a really bad show, but it's also a show where it's like, oh, it's shocking because it's political. So it's like, I don't know, it's that's right, Console War is where my personal Vietnam. That reminds me, Todd in the Shadows, that was one person who works for Channel Awesome. He said the greatest thing he ever contributed to in his life was Gamergate. Which is, he tweeted that on Twitter, if I recall correctly, and that is just the funniest thing you could possibly fucking write on Twitter. Like, imagine it. No offense on Todd in the Shadows, but like, imagine your life being that uneventful that the biggest thing you've ever done in your life was comment on Gamergate. Like, come on, man. Oh. I'm definitely like a little too buzzed to keep doing this. I'm wondering if I should end the stream now. Honestly, might be for the best. Honestly, there's not much. Let's give this like another good Scroll Ninja Gaiden and Sigma Plus review. What the fuck? I would watch like a horn dog game, kind of like this one, but the problem is YouTube's rules are different with streams. For YouTube streams, like if you say anything like remotely like against the rules, like one time in my Linkara stream, I said a word that implies somebody stopped existing, and YouTube immediately took my stream down for a minute. At least I think that's why it happened, because it said it It said it blocks my stream for a minute because of like video guidelines or some fucking stupid shit like that. Then I can say pornography in the same stream, and for some reason that's okay. So I don't know. YouTube's rules are fucking stupid as hell. Oh yeah, can you believe they made a trailer for this shit? I totally forgot to show you this. They made a 2-minute trailer for this, and the 2-minute trailer is the entire video. Like I shit you not.
And without further ado, let the bidding begin!
I suppose it is like best if we ended on like this portion of the video. It's like, yeah, we kind of got through the whole bidding war, but they made a trailer for this 40-minute video of just people sitting there and being like, I'll give $3. I'll give $4. And it's like,
Where to acquire Capcom?
Hey, if I own Capcom,
I'll take over Capcom, and then it'll be mine!
this trailer honestly should have been the video. Like,
What? Oh, God damn it! I'll find you, and I will kill you.
can I just say how weird of a premise this is? Like, just to sit down and be like, yeah, I want to make a 40-minute video about buying Capcom. It's like, you don't talk about the company's history or anything like that. You don't talk about anything like remotely interesting to do with the company. It's just, oh, they lose money, now I buy them. It's like,
I'll do whatever it takes.
wait a second.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Some of these people are channel awesome people. So wait a second. What the hell is cartoons these days? Cartoons these days. What? Where the fuck? Okay, let's go back to the tunes these days. Dark tunes? What? Oh, they have their own channel now. So is this like a kids chat? What the fuck? Amy's Big Surprise? What? No, are we gonna go for another hour? Are we gonna go for another hour? No. No, okay, Knuckles workout video. Let's check this.
The Ferrero Rocher chocolate bar.
On our side, I got a chuckle. Rather flex my muscles. Fucking hell.
This week, devoted followers, we shall learn a regiment for upper body strength. Behold!
Why does he sound British? It's funny. I have this inside joke with my friends where we went and saw the Sonic movie, right? And I made a joke insinuating that Knuckles was colored, just based off of his voice in that movie, and everybody was looking at me like I was weird, rightfully so, because it was a weird comment to make. So it's weird for me. It's weird to imagine Knuckles. Given that context, for me, it's weird to imagine Knuckles with a British accent, because like I'm so used to him sounding the way he usually does in the games, or at least sounding like he did in the Sonic movie, right?
Seated cable rows build your back muscles. This is lame. Bigger rings. Now, when you set the... Oh, for goodness sake.
Is this just like a comedy, like cartoon show? Why is it vertical format? Do they upload this outside of YouTube?
Like, bigger. Bigger. Bigger.
Now I feel like I'm watching kids content. Is this kids content? We produce animated content that's targeting a general audience, some of the content can be offensive to young viewers, but our goal is always to make you laugh. So is this like a Happy Tree Friends kind of thing where it's like, oh, it looks so cute and nice, and then they say something, they killed the rabbit. I'm down for another hour. It keeps me distracted while honestly we might we fucking might, because like I'm looking at this fucking Tunes These Days channel and I'm kind of like, what the fuck is this?
You get used to that rush at the end.
Fly fox! Fly fox! I don't know if that got fucking caught in the you should fly, fox. Go faster, fox. Why is this part not vertical? Is this a compilation? Is the last hour of the stream just gonna be me reacting to kids content? Like, what the fuck? This is simultaneously like the weirdest, but like also like the most fun stream I've ever done. Like, what the fuck is this? What? So what do they mean by content that might be offensive to younger viewers? Is it just the fact that like Tails is beating up Dr. Robotnik? Like what? How have I sat here watching like a Sonic cartoon and not made a Chris Chan joke yet? I'm kind of amazed that I haven't done that. I'm working on it. Sonic, you finish that birdhouse. Oh, if the health department sees that birdhouse that you put up on the damn internet, they could condemn our birdhouse, and you would have to take it apart. I'm working on it. You get over there and you fix that birdhouse in fast. Okay, what would you know a way that would instantly make me subscribe to this channel? If Sonichu just fucking appeared in this video for no fucking reason. Like if Sonichu was just in this fucking video, that would make me instantly subscribe. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Hey, it's me, Big, and I'm Big.
Froggy!
Today, we're going to taste many, many foods of the world. It's good. It's good. It's good.
What the? Okay. Okay, now I kind of see what they're talking about.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, they even have the Sonic ice cream. Okay, this channel's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. This channel's kind of cool.
Good. I rate them all 11.5 froggies.
This doesn't look like the most convincing travel vlog. I think it's good.
Greetings. I, Dr. Robotnik, welcome you to my unboxing video. This box contains a devious device that will surely do away with that pesky hedgehog. Don't try this at home. Funeral expenses are quite stiff these days. Behold, the Rodent Snatcher 4000.
Get a life, dude. You have a serious problem? Damn, okay. I'm kind of down for the humor on this fucking channel. I'm not gonna lie.
Built with the precise dexterity to
Threaten Sonic's life on live stream. That kind of reminds me of this one. I think it was a video, not a live stream. But that reminds me of this video where some dude was like talking about like clips as in like guns, right? And fucking I don't watch Moist Critical, but I've heard about this clip where he apparently pulls out an assault rifle on video and he's like, no, it's not a clip, this is a magazine. And like it's him like playing around with this gun on video, and apparently YouTube was cool with that, which I, you know, good on them, good on YouTube for being cool with that. But also at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, how did his video not get taken down? Like, not because I want to see his video taken down, but because like it's like, yeah, YouTube would not be okay with that. YouTube is usually so not okay with that.
To catch a speedy hedgehog. What?
Canceled loser.
Cancel this. Boy, social networking can really burn you out.
Let's do this.
Okay, they're playing. This is so meta. There's gonna be like Knuckles on stream reacting to a video exactly the way that I'm fucking doing it. I'm calling it. It's this whole joke is gonna get so fucking meta that it's gonna roast me.
Mamma mia!
What?
Dude, like what the heck?
Hold on. Let me try running backwards.
Wow, man, don't quit your day job.
Here, Sonic. I got this. Hi, everybody.
Okay, so this is definitely not kids content, because what fucking kid would know about backwards long jump? It's crazy. This was a Channel Awesome person. They're funnier than Doug Walker.
And that's Watch for Rolling Rocks and Happen a Prep.
This is the same thing as Battle Geek Plus, where it's like there's people way funnier and like way more like, I don't want to say talented again, but it's like they're creating like actual stuff that I wouldn't mind watching. And it's like then you have Doug Walker screaming, and it's like it's like,
All right. I can always count on you, buddy.
this shit is why I hate YouTube sometimes. It's like, what the fuck?
Finally! For a pizza's sake!
Save it for the Olympics.
I think I was telling one of my friends about this. There was this meme I saw where they doxed the lo-fi girl. Apparently I don't remember where she lived, but like I saw this crazy fucking meme where they took the houses outside of her window and like they actually compared it to somewhere in real life and found like the exact spot that theoretically if she was a real person and her room was exactly like this, that's where she would live. And I'm like, that is that is insane. The whole doxing the lo-fi girl thing, and this thing is reminding me of that shit. This stream looks so out of context compared to what you clicked on. If you just joined the stream right now, I'm so sorry. We're just down a completely separate rabbit hole. This is like a cartoon channel that was in the main video that we saw earlier. So like, apologies if you click this, assuming to see Nostalgia Critic, and all of a sudden we're watching like kids content. Well, not even kids content. That's a weird thing. It's sort of like a Happy Tree Friends sort of ordeal, except it's not violence. It's just jokes that only adults would get, right? Kind of like SpongeBob, except the only audience for it would be adults, as opposed to SpongeBob, where like it's a kid's show, but adults can also enjoy it. So I don't know. It's this stream just probably looks so fucking weird and out of context based on what you clicked on. Apologies for that, but we're just going down another rabbit hole because we already watched this whole video. We spent like 2 hours watching this whole video, and then we checked out this Battle Geek Plus channel because that was its own weird rabbit hole, and then we checked out this fucking Tunes These Days channel, and I'm sitting there watching this now, and it's just like a bunch of references to shit, and it's like it's like this stream will never end. This stream will never end because you know what's gonna happen when I'm done with this? I'm gonna find another fucking weird channel to fucking explore tonight, guys. I was not expecting to go this long, but apparently I am. Okay, I get it, lo-fi girl. Is Knuckles simping? Or no, that must be Robotnik. So this is like that one Homestar Runner skit where it's like, it's just this really, really long video that like doesn't change, like, or it doesn't change in like an obvious way. And then every now and then there will be something happening in the background. And then it starts to go like completely apeshit around the end for the people who actually sat there and like watched all of it. That's a trope that I can get behind. That's something I don't see often enough, I feel like. If the stupid fucking Capcom bidding video that we watched at the beginning of the stream was like that, where it was just like a looping thing for 40 minutes and then maybe like the last 10 minutes it got like completely fucking insane, that would have been a good video. That would have actually been a good video, but instead it was just them taking this one joke and just beating it to the fucking ground, just kicking the fucking horse that's already dead. You already killed the fucking horse, but you're just beating it until the fucking bones are there, you know? It's like, come the fuck on, man.
Don't you know it's rude to stare?
Thanks.
Hey viewers, did you know that D-Tunes has a merch store and a Patreon?
Cool, you can shill all you want, but I'm gonna fucking skip it.
Say, what now?
They have the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog music in this shit. What the hell? This is definitely not kids content.
You're going to do everything I say. Otherwise, your friend Tails is going to get it.
You're not going to win, Eggman. Sonic is gonna swoop in and save me because I'm his little buddy.
How can he find you when he has no idea where we are?
Oh no, whatever will I do?
Spare me your sarcasm. Now, for my first demand, I want a sequel to Mean Beat. Hey, pay attention.
Whatever you want to him, Eggman. I don't care.
What? Don't toy with me, Hedgehog. I'm not playing around.
Then
prove it. Fine.
Okay, Sonic, you can stop playing now.
Whatever, Tails. You'll be fine.
Wait. This is that one dude from Sonic X, isn't it? I feel like my mind is being fucked by this channel. Like, what is this?
No, he's not. I'm gonna kill him.
Okay, Sonic. Penny Bennett.
Listen, you.
It's either Sonic X or it's Sonic Chronicles, but that's still like a deep cut that like most kids who just like went to the theaters and saw the Sonic movie would not like get.
I'm going to count to 3. 1.
Sonic, please.
Hey, Tails. I'm sure you're gonna be okay. 2.
Why couldn't you pick Amy for this? No one likes Amy.
3.
Okay. I'm seeing what they mean by this. God damn, okay. Daryl just fucking dies. Alright.
This guy was your friend and you let him die? What is wrong?
Tails just dead ass dies, okay. What the? Yeah, this channel's amazing.
With you. Hey, Sonic.
Hey, Tails.
Oh, okay.
You're looking well.
I should have seen that happening. I should have seen that coming. What the hell is this channel? What the fuck is this channel?
America and the whole damn world is watching anxiously as the squabble in DC continues between Congress and...
I never imagined when I started this stream that the people in the video, the people in the boring ass 40-minute video would be way more interesting than the video itself. I kind of knew the video was going to be boring and stupid and it was going to be a shit show to watch, but like I never would have imagined that just looking up a random username of someone who was in that video would like fuck my brain this this hard.
And the White House. For shits and giggles, video game icon Sonic the Hedgehog, along with an associate, have been summoned to engage in negotiation to reach a compromise. To comment on the progress, Sonic and his partner had this to say.
Now I'm curious, who the fuck is that? They were a Battle Geek Plus person, right? Who the fuck was that Joker lady? Is that also going to be a channel that I end up liking a lot? Hold on. Heather May. Now I kind of wonder, because it seems like some of the... Let's give some of these channels the benefit of the doubt. Maybe these guys are actually like really talented, because we saw the awesome video game memories guy, right? And his content was actually really good. And then we go to D-Tunes, and their stuff was actually really good. So now I'm wondering if all of these channels are also really good, and they just come off as like really boring, like what the fuck people, because like maybe because Doug wrote the video, maybe it's the same problem as the Nostalgia Critic movies, where because Doug wrote them, everybody in them doesn't act like they normally do in their content, and as a result, they're all boring and not funny, and that has to be what it is. That has to be what it is. Now I'm wondering if all of these channels on this credit screen are actually decent channels. Wait a second. Isaac Fisher, where the fuck do I recognize that guy? Where the fuck do I recognize this guy? We might have to do like Native American dunker. Okay, there's a basketball player named Isaac Fisher. Maybe if we type Battle Geek. Shaq Fu turn. Huh. Why do I recognize that guy? Something about him looks familiar. This is fucking crazy. There might actually be a sequel to this stream. Because, like, I might just have to make... Fucking Ironheart. I might just have to make, like, a sequel to this stream. Because, like, we're just going to have to look at all of these people. Garrett Snook. Red the Spud. Gaming Wildlife. Okay. So, 𝐂𝐏𝐂𝐿. I was curious about this one too. Is this just female Joker? 𝐂𝐏𝐂𝐿. Okay, so the fact that like dedicated like search results came up as I was typing that definitely means something. What does this person do? Introduction to 𝐂𝐏𝐂𝐿.
Just have to say it.
Yes, you just have to say it.
Are you sure? I feel silly.
Just fucking say it!
Do you like movies? Of course you do. Do you like insane movies?
Okay, so is this like a movie review channel where the premise is it's kind of like Saw, someone held against their will to review a movie by this fucking Joker lady?
Of course you do. Do you like insane movies you've never heard of? What? Obviously you can't answer that, so I suggest you get exposed to some insane movies that you've never heard of with 𝐂𝐏𝐂𝐿.
My name is fucking 𝐂𝐏𝐂𝐿.
Sorry. The only person who can unite your twin powers.
Okay, I'm a little scared of like how much of this I can show on YouTube, given there was already some like sus clips playing in there. But damn, is this? Now I'm wondering even more so if like this channel is better than that Capcom video made it seem. Fuck, I might just have to do like a sequel, dude. Like a sequel stream. because like this is so fucking fascinating. I was not expecting to find so many like rabbit holes. I think I'll wrap up the stream here. It's best. I gotta end it at some point, guys. But truth be told, we might get a sequel stream. I might look into some of these people, and I might actually like. It'll probably be an off-topic one because I imagine they didn't do much like Capcom stuff. Because there's a movie review channel, and then there's like a Toons channel. Unless there's maybe like a Mega Man cartoon on that D-Toons channel. But like, I don't know. I might just have to end it here. I'll probably put it on the BRB screen for now. I gotta say, this stream was a lot better than I was expecting. At first, it was definitely really crazy with like the chat kind of popping off, but but fuck, I'm kind of congested right now for some fucking reason. Oh fuck. Yeah, ending the stream now seems like a really good idea. All of a sudden, I'm super congested. What the fuck? Anyways. Yeah, we might just have to end the stream right now, but immediately come back. No, I'm not going to do that. We'll have to explore it next week. We'll either talk about Movie Bob next week, or we'll explore more of these guys. It might have to be an off-topic stream, because like I was saying, I don't know if they do any like Capcom stuff. So I can't really like shoehorn them into the Capcom cringe playlist, but I gotta say, like, this stream was a massive surprise. I was expecting it to be painful to watch, and yeah, it was. But at the same time, we went down like a few rabbit holes on this one, and we found some like genuinely interesting stuff. And then we had the whole like Sniper Wolf and like Jack Black pornography discussion at the beginning. You know, a lot of this stuff is The stream was definitely an interesting one, but I think I'm gonna have to end it here because I don't want this to go on for too long. You know, 3 hours is definitely plenty long enough for a YouTube stream, so we're gonna wrap it up here. Once again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. The VOD viewers, you know, a lot of you are probably gonna see this in VOD form, and I have to say thank you so goddamn much for coming. You know, those of you who came in live, I noticed I had like a decent number of live people, especially people in the chat. I have to say thank you so goddamn much. Again, it's like repeat. It's the same repeat people. You know, a huge shout out to Cheshire, Kazuma, V1, Troha. You know, the usual suspects. You know, but it's like for real. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Not only like every stream, not only this stream, but like every stream. You know, it is nice to have people to talk to while I'm kind of exploring the weird shit I find on the internet sometimes. This stream was definitely an eventful one, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it thoroughly, because I was definitely enjoying it. I was having a lot of fun with this stream for sure. Definitely looking forward to rewatching it and kind of learning from it, seeing what I can do better. That's usually what I do with all these streams. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Let's go ahead and end this. Let's go ahead and end this business. Oh, I forgot. I usually say like the shout out stuff at the end while like I had to mute the music because there were copyright fucking problems with it. But yeah, there's you can just have Chun-Li dancing. Where's the stream page? Here it is. That's what the song sounds like, but I can't play it because I'll get fucking copyrighted. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. You all have a good night, man.